Testing. Is this thing on? Hello. Holy moly. Wow. Ow. Was this desk always this low? Wow. Thank you for all of the re-ups on the member chips and the Crimzupas and all the gifted chips. That's a lot. Give me a second and I will be right there. Yeah, that's right. I'm back. Blah, blah, blah. Don't get too excited. 1 second. Give me 1 second. I will address the soups in the room in a moment. I apologize. Ah! God, that's a lot of messages. Oh, you guys are, that's a lot of membership. Okay, you know what? That's fine. I can read these chips. I can do this. 1 second. All right, let's do this. Here we go. Oh my, wow. Thank you, Cario. Okay, hold on. Whew. Man, that's a spicy meatball. 1 second. Damn. Darn. I mean, dang. Golly darn. Wow, I'm really playing the YouTube algorithm wrong. My bad. I meant, gosh darn it. Holy moly. Okay, chill. Here I come. Are you ready? It's time for the moment you've all been waiting for. Just kidding. Hi, everybody. Did you miss me? Oh, why can't I hear my music? Oh, much better. Okay, much better. I was about to lose my mind for a minute there. Hi. Hi, thank you for the welcome back. Hello. Hi, everybody. Hi. You know what it is. It's me, Crimzon Rulez. Hello. It has been an exceptionally weird week or two. So, real quick. Damn, that's like a lot of messages. Wow, you guys are quite sick. I just wanted to, you know what? Let me just say, Alistair, thanks for following your dreams, and thank you for the Crimzupa. Falcona, thank you for the welcome back and the delicious spicy meatball, as well as your magenta super. Cariel, thank you for the double Crimzupa question mark? I don't know. Don't worry about it. Anyway, so, hi, I'm back. I'm kicking, I'm fighting, I'm ready to swing on it. I've got 10 toes in. I am standing on business, the business of streaming, that is. So hi everybody. That's a lot. There's a lot happening right now. I trust you recall how to stream. I don't actually. I don't. Cryptids, how dare you? How dare you say that evil that you brought in here? Wow. Okay. Wow. Maybe I might have to pull up Hololizer or something for this, but we'll see. Woohoo! That's right, Falcone, I'm back. Let's go! Am I ready for another 22-ish months of this? Hell yeah, I am, baby. I only needed that 1 week off, or 1.5, and I'm revamped, recharged. Give me another 2 years. Put me back in the fucking fryer, Mr. Krabs. I'm ready to become a delicious patty. Capper, thank you for being a Jackass. Thank you, everybody, for the membership renewals. I will probably not be able to catch up with all of them. But let's get a couple points of order. Damn. Okay, Rose, thank you for the gifted chips as well. Let's get a couple points of order set up. 1, how's my audio? Thoughts? You totally didn't miss me? Okay, well, fair enough, I guess. I'm going to go take another 2 weeks then. See you guys later. Great, cool. Good. I didn't want it to turn into a crunchy robot mic, so we're good. Yippee! me set aside my tablet pin here. Move my little art glove back. Okay. Don't leave us. Well, audio's good. That is a feat, and that's why I've got both my feet at the line. We were doing art. Wow. I was avoiding social media for the most part. I was avoiding everything I was supposed to be doing, which wasn't good, but the break was nice. I told myself I was going to get a lot done. I got a couple things done that I wanted to do, but I also spent like way more time just bed rotting than I planned on, which maybe was a good thing. Oh, damn, seasoned salt. Here's some soup. Whoa, on this cool October evening. Well, that'll keep me warm. Thank you for the Crimzupa. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I wouldn't say healthy. You know what? So I decided to do a ZATSU when I came back. One, because I thought there was no game that would be cool enough for me to come back swinging with. As in, like, it just felt kind of weird to be like, oh, I've been gone for a while. Anyway, hey, let's get right back to business and play games and stuff. I couldn't decide on a game that had the gravity I would expect out of something like that, right? So I was like, maybe I should just talk, but also, too, because I wanted to talk about what I did on my break, which was some stuff and some work I can't talk about, and a lot of bed rotting, a lot more bed rotting than I planned to do. Yeah, like, I probably put in, like, if I had to guess, I probably put in, like, 86, maybe 100 hours of Minecraft. I don't know. I went a little nutty. Thank you, pal. Thank you. Oh, you were crushing it on the hosting because we were doing, I had like a little bit of like, just a little itty bit of input lag. And thank you very much for the soup, but you were killing it. Thank you. Feeling that bed rot behavior. How was Pokemon? So I didn't put in as many hours as I wanted on Pokemon. I probably played that for about 20-ish hours, maybe, which was still fun. I enjoyed it a lot, and I had a lot of fun with it. I don't know if I'm gonna beat it yet or not, but we'll talk about that in due time. Let me organize my thoughts. I put down a few minor notes to kind of bounce off of, so I wouldn't lose my complete train, because I tend to go on these like long, rambling, nowhere trains of thought if I don't control myself with at least minor guide rails. If I don't put up the railings on the bowling alley of my mind, then the ball will definitely fall in the fucking gutter or whatever they call that. Sorry, I'm not a bowling guy. I don't know what the terminology is. You didn't miss me, Mondonair? Aw. All right. Well, I mean, okay. That's fine, I guess. I guess I didn't miss you either. Okay. I did. I spent a lot of time with kitties. A lot of cats. Specifically Arcturus, because boy, he's been cuddly lately. Sleepy sheep! Thanks for being a Ruze. I didn't notice? Huh? What did I not notice? What happened? What did I miss? Wait. Good. Rest is work too? True. I wonder if you noticed, Ruze. Noticed what? Wait, backwards rainbow? Yes? No. Uh-oh. All right, back up, wangy Una. I ain't nobody's most favorite. But anyway, hold on. Let's focus up. You guys got me again. Thank God your today was trauma. Global was a snail and Gerard slimed us with... Ew, what? Why? Why were they slimes? Ew. Snails? Yuck. The worst bug. What? No, I saw it. I already saw it. I saw a backwards rainbow. I know. I got it. I did it. Thank you. And thank you for the soup. All right, so let's talk. Fuck, what did I miss? Now I'm going crazy. It's fine. I got this. It's okay. Anyway. Lock in. Pay attention. Here we go. Here I go. So, yeah, I wanted to talk a little bit about what I've done on my break. I wanted to talk a bit about what's coming forward or coming up in the future. And I wanted to talk about, you know, just generalized stuff. Oh my God, a double rainbow. Oh my God. All the way across the sky. It's going to be in the back of my head the entire stream if I don't figure it out. And yet I've got to press on. So, let's start with what I did on break. Let's start with that. Also, hi everybody. Welcome in. What happened? I'm late. You didn't lose much. You didn't miss anything. I've been super distracted as usual. I do not remember how to stream. I've forgotten entirely how to do this, but I hope you guys are excited. I'm back. Hi, it's back to your regularly scheduled. Actually, I can't make that joke. Whew. All right, I've been spending too much time not streaming. I got to be careful what kind of jokes I make. Whoop. Let me put on. Let me just real quick. Hold on. Put on the mask, and there we go. I've got my corporate collar nestled on very nicely. So back to your regularly scheduled neurotypical content. So what have I been doing? I played a lot of Minecraft. I played a little bit of Pokemon. I did a bunch of IRL stuff I've been putting off. I cooked a bunch of cool meals. I did some cleaning. Damn it, Falcona, you're really throwing me off here. Never mind. You know what? Thank you for the magenta soup. Thank you for the double rainbow. Now I've noticed. Boom. Welcome back. Indeed. Let's go. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Cottage Witch, the mod pack, which I don't know if I have perms to stream that, but I also don't know if I care if I have perms to stream that. I might just do it. What are they gonna do? I mean, I did it for like 12 streams anyway. What are they gonna do? Bonk me? If they don't know, it doesn't hurt anybody. Anyway, I've been playing a ton of that, and I mean a ton. I've been playing through the create mod, so I've been doing a bunch of the machine work and stuff. I've been playing through a lot of the Ars Nova wizard stuff, and figuring that out. I really like the wind magic. I do a lot of like wind blast to knock enemies away from me and stuff like that. That's been a lot of fun. And a lot of like bouncing up in the air. So that's been pretty cool. And then with machine work, I made an entire machinist workshop. I built like this cool tinker's workshop in this sort of like pseudo steampunk style with a bunch of conveyor belts running around and stuff, and built a cool bedroom and blah, 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 blah. Anyway, whatever. I've been playing a lot of Minecraft. It's been a lot of fun. I've been doing some pretty cool builds. Any slingshots? Yeah, I have been messing around with the slingshot a little bit, but you don't need it as much when you can just blast up in the air, it turns out. So I get why the wizards were just pew constantly. I get it. Also, there's a million flying mounts. I have a dragon and like 2 nightmares and a bunch of hellhounds. They're my friends. Also, I built an automated farm the other day in the cutest little farmhouse you've ever seen. It's so cute. I've got like mud brick flooring with a bunch of hay on the ground and like pottery scattered all over the place with a bunch of like canvas like sacks laying around. It's very cute. Whoa! Whispering happy birthday. Ruzeters of age 27. What is your wisdom? Skylar, thank you for being a Ruzeter, by the way. Can we see pictures? No. Okay, maybe. I don't know. Maybe. I've been playing with some friends on a server, though, so I don't know if I'm, like, allowed to show that. But I could maybe start a single-player run. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. Whoa, 22 months. Michiko? Thank you. Not number 1 favorite idol? Okay, fair enough. Thank you for 22 months anyway. Whether I'm your favorite or not, I see how it is. Also, Falcona, thank you for the double rainbow, baby. Feel overwhelmed, maybe? Maybe. Fries? What does that have to do with anything? What the hell? Thank you for the Crimzon. Absolutely bonkers. Fries? Oh, I should have got some fries. Oh, fast food would have went crazy. I forgot to eat today. That's all right. I'll figure it out later. I'll make myself some delicious goodbye rot or something. Damn! Thank you for the 50 chips. What is this return? Okay, listen. Whew. You guys came back swinging. Chill. Chill. Damn. Ah, man, it's like a flashbang. It's like a brain flashbang. Yeah, I know you didn't miss me, Toasty, or whatever. Thank you for 10 months. Damn. What was I talking about? Minecraft. Yes. Okay, so I was playing a ton of Minecraft. I mean, a ton. Like, I had days where I would be like, okay, wake up, Minecraft, sleep. Wake up, Minecraft, sleep. Wake up, Minecraft, sleep. And I'd be like, ah, shit, it's been 4 days. I should probably eat something, or like shower, or use the bathroom. I probably used the bathroom twice on my whole break. Survey day, thank you for 22 months of being exceptional. Cashing in my coupon for 1 free monthly insult. Make it with the weakest sauce, Pale Ranger. You've been off your game for long enough. Wow. That's pretty fucked up, but I find it funny that you called me Pale Ranger. How dare you? How dare you? You're right, though. Gallbladder art coming in soon? Yeah, right now. Actually, right now. Anyway, thanks for 22 months of being exceptional. But I think that you're an exceptional asshole is what I think. So take that. There's your weakest sauce. Don't you come in and it's talking about sauce. You listen, first of all, you watch my content and you regularly watch VTubers, so you couldn't handle sauce if it slapped you in the fucking taste buds. There ain't no shot. You gotta eat your pizza, no cheese, no sauce. You just eat the dough straight up. I know you ain't got taste. Don't come at me with that. Weak sauce. You couldn't handle my sauce. Nitrogalia, thanks for 22 months. Irish, thank you for 21 months. Dricka, thanks for being an Axel. What was I saying? I can't remember anymore. Welcome back, white boy. Thank you so much. It's the warmest welcome back, white boy I've ever received. Damn, that's beautiful. I walk in the room, there's just a big sign on the wall that says, welcome back, white boy, and everybody's like, are they making fun of him? That's the kind of Oshi ship we got going on, or whatever the fuck you want to call this stupid situation we have. I almost said relationship, but that sounded mad parasocial. But the fact of the matter is, a bunch of red bug lizard demon things just pasted on the wall. Welcome back, white boy. And anybody looking in from the outside is probably like, why are they clowning him so hard? It's fine. That's who we are. May I ask for a Gerard Shriek? Yeah, let me call him. Hold on, Chessa. Also, thank you for the magenta soup. Yeah, I missed you. I'll admit it. Okay. That's big of you. That's brave of you. Lunette, thank you for the 5 gifted chips. All right, here comes your Gerard Shriek. I didn't even warn you. You didn't even get your 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You just got your pterodactyl sound. That dude should have been a pterodactyl. He was wrong. He was born in the wrong family. He's got to be like 1/16th pterodactyl on his mother's side or something. There's no fucking shot. That dude's tier X. Sakura, thank you for 22 months. And Jax, thank you for 22 months as well. Welcome back. How's your 24-hour shit? It was pretty cool, actually. I learned a lot about myself, about asceticism and the monk's way. I learned about what it means to relinquish all material possessions, including all of my bowels. I got rid of those. I don't need them anymore. Damn, mint juice in a dark, sick, and twisted, sinister way? I can respect that. Thanks for the soup. Shoo! Think about 13 months. I was supposed to be Chipsy Mo, but there's not one, so I have I see. Thank you. Thank you for the soup, by the way. I never play my Switch on the toilet. Never. I'm sorry. It just feels gross to me. I feel like I somehow tarnish the machine if I do that. So no, I do not play the Switch on the toilet, I'm afraid. Toilet time is for toilet time. That's it. That's what you got going on. Nitro Rugrat! Thanks for 16 months of being exceptional. That's fucking crazy. That actually reminds me, while I was gone, I updated my thank you cards. So if you did not see those yet, they should be in the link. I will drop a new link in memberships after the stream because I forgot to update the link. But if you had the old link, it's there. Don't worry though, I will do it. Do I bring my phone to the toilet? If I am already watching a YouTube video, yes. But you know what? We're not going to sit here and talk about my toilet habits. That's not what we're here for. So anyway, I played a bunch of Minecraft, and I mean a bunch of Minecraft. I probably won't stream my buddy's server that I was on. I don't know if he's like, if he wants that public or not. Also, there's other people on there, so it's probably not. But I might start a solo run on it. We'll see. I don't know yet. Also, hold on. Someone very loud is driving by. I saw! Think of an entire year, by the way. And thank you for the gifted chip K. Welcome back. We totally did miss you. Oh, I know, Ray Smash Brawl. You hate me. Maybe I'll say fuck it and I'll just host like a Stars-EN kind of Twitch server or something. I don't know how that would work. Or maybe I could do like a Ruze one or something. I don't know. It'd be a lot of fun though. I want to keep playing it. I'm not even like, I probably dug through about half the mod and I've already put like 100+ hours into it. So there's so much more to see. I missed so much as Clifford Rolexus because I was so like in my character that I didn't give a shit about the actual mod. Like I gave a shit, it was cool, but for the most part I did not engage with the mod in any meaningful way, which is fine because it allowed me to focus on the character and I really enjoyed that. And the story I was able to tell through that, well, most of it. I wish I could have told more story. And maybe I'll talk about that today since I didn't end up getting to do a recap stream on VCraft. I ended up missing that, sadly. So I think that boat has sailed, so maybe I'll talk a little bit about that soon, but we'll save that for a little bit later. Anyway, it's been really fun to actually engage with the mechanics of the mod and really like dive deep into that. Pizza Pedals, thank you for 19 months, by the way. I did not get any bog time, tragically. I only went on a few grass-touching excursions. I've been really nervous about going outside lately for some reason. I don't know, maybe it's the state of the planet or something, but I get a lot of anxiety thinking about going anywhere, so I've been cooped up quite a bit. Mira! Totally didn't craft something for you and cry while doing it. You cried? I almost felt emotions while writing my thank you letters, but it's probably because I was listening to really sad, somber music and thinking about my long journey to get here. But then I reminded myself that I don't feel anything ever except for anger, so I stopped. Also, thank you for the soup and the crafted thing. Hee hee. No, I almost had feelings, but I didn't. So yeah, it's been really fun to engage in the mechanics of the Create mod, and I would really be excited to show you guys what it is that I'm working on, or rather start working on new things and show you how I work on it. I think that would be a lot of fun, and I don't know. I just think it'd be cool. It'd be cool or whatever. Aromantic Pigeon Madness, thank you for 11 months as a Ruze. The break was nice. My limited grass touching was fulfilling. I went to a park. It was cool. I saw some statues and sculptures or whatever. River EX, thank you for 15 months. Great tactic. Emotions 100% overrated. Agreed. Hold on. Let me get a big old sip of my stamina potion here, and then we'll keep going while I reorganize my thoughts a little bit because I'm all over the place. Whoa. Tubbsies, thanks for being a Ruzader. Mint juice. Thank you for the gifted chip. Today's flavor is Retro Vibe, which is a sparkling sherbet slush, apparently. It's a little too sweet, but it's not bad. It's pretty good. Okay, so, man, I feel so weird right now. I feel so... You remember a while ago how we were talking and I talked a little bit about how when I stream, I feel like a different person. Like I go into a fugue state and the memories are compartmentalized and the attitude is compartmentalized, away from like who I am when I'm not streaming. You know what I mean? It feels like in this moment, I've been asleep for 2 weeks and I just came out of it. As if I didn't experience the 2 weeks of break. Which is a weird feeling because I know I did and I have those memories, but I don't know. I feel like I just woke up from a long slumber. Very strange. Ha! You cried for 42 hours? Damn, Encarter, chill. But also, bed rotting is rest. Yes, I think so. Severance coded. I've got a super severance thing going on. If I'm streaming, I'm a different man. I'm a different man. That's a different guy. The ruse that clocks in at the PC is a different ruse. Gamarski, thank you for a whole year. Damn, let's go. Work-life balance? Well, no, because the ruse who is in charge of like cooking and cleaning and living life, that ruse is barely ever alive. So it's weird that he's been alive by himself for like 2 weeks and I let him out when I'm the ruse who's in charge like 97% of the time. You know what I mean? Investigation code, thank you for 22 months. And Blaze, thank you for 18 months. Hey, you're finally awake. Hikaru.
You like Krabby Patties, don't...
What, huh?
You like Krabby Patties, don't you, Hikaru?
Anyway, yeah, the white boy was set free. Tragic, really. Cleavage cam? I don't have any cleavage. That's why I wear this shirt. You guys can have cleavage when I go back to my other outfit, but not right now. I will not do it again. Nice try. Huh. You gotta pay for these Krabby Patties. It's not free. Sorry. Stupid. Fuck. Okay, so anyway. Also, on break, I was playing Pokemon. So that's pretty cool. I've been playing the new Pokemon game, Legends ZA. It's been pretty fun, actually. Like, I mean, like everything, it's got like parts that could be like toned up or better, but I've been pleasantly surprised by the gameplay loop. The only real complaint I have with it is that it is very it's very brain off, which can be fun when you want a game like that. But for the most part, it's very much like you attack a lot. You do a lot of attacking. But I've been enjoying taking a lot of photos and stuff. I don't really think I don't think I'm going to stream it just because I'm already an okay way into the game and like, why do it halfway through? And everybody else is already streaming it anyway. And typically I try to avoid flavor of the month stuff. Not because I think that like I'm above that, but just because you can get that content all over the place and there's no reason for me to do that. And then also I know a lot of you are waiting on those games, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And you don't want spoilers. But I might maybe do like a battle stream or something in the future where I fight you guys, or maybe I could do like a fashion show or something where you like send me pictures of your fits with your favorite Pokemon or some of your team. That could be kind of cool. I don't know. Dang, thanks for the Krabby Patty tax, Clarity. Okay, I pay 1 coin. Woo, let's go. Thank you for the coin, Susu. Paying for the Krabby Pat. Damn, all right, well, shit. You know what? A bribe's a bribe, baby. I'm still a bounty hunter. Here you go. Enjoy. Did I ruin it for you? Hold on, let me ruin it.
Hey everybody, hi, welcome to my stream. My name's Crimzon Rulez.
Okay. Nathaniel, thank you for 22 months, by the way. If you don't play Legends of Zelda on stream, then you love us. Did it work? Will this make you stream? No, it won't make me stream, and I'm sorry. However, I might do like a Ruze battle stream, like I said. I don't know. I haven't decided. Thank you for the snarl tax, by the way. Teehee! Teehee! That made it 10 times better? Wow. You know what? Who am I to question your taste? Who am I to be a hater? That's a joke. I'm the hater. It's my whole thing. I'm very good at it. Don't worry. I am constantly the image of that guy who's like, I'm not a hater, but, and then I push him out of the way. I'm like, don't worry. I am. Chikai, thank you for 4 months. Did someone say battle? Oh, I did. No kink shaming in this chat? Oh, I'll shame the shit out of your kinks. Don't test me. Unless your kink is kink shaming or being shamed. If your kink is being publicly shamed, then I'm ignoring you. Yep. Yep. Ow, my fingers. Ah. By the way, I don't think the boat is fully sailed in the V-Craft review if you want to. Oh, don't worry. I'll talk about that a little bit later in the stream. I may as well use the stream to talk about that for a bit. So I will. You know what? Fuck it. Let's do it. Since we're talking about Pokemon and Minecraft right now, and we're just kind of like on the way back in, let me ask you guys this before we talk about V-Craft. I will get into that in just a moment. What have I missed? How's it been? Did you guys survive without me? Were you bored out of your minds? Were you unfaithful to me? Did you go and find another Oshi? Did you go and find somebody else to watch? Did you find comfort in the arms and the big sweaty gamer pits of another fucking nerd? I didn't miss anybody's birthday. I was here in spirit. I missed you, my second favorite Libra. Well, I'm here now. Also, thank you for the soup. I cheated so hard, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Wow, you hate me. Now that you're back, life has meaning. Whoa, all right, hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. I don't need that kind of responsibility. Let's back up a bit. There was a nearly 200-hour voice call in Discord. Who's fucking Discord and why? I'm a HoloLive-O. All right, you know what? I can respect owning it. Thanks for the soup. We had to fill the empty void when you left us. Okay. Interesting. Shinri gifted me a game on Steam? Shinri gifted me a game on Steam? Nuh-uh. Oh. Oh. It didn't show up. I didn't know that. Play this on stream. What? Just don't do what? Not what? Play this on stream, but what? Nah, whatever, dude. I don't know what that means. No. No, I don't think I will. Love and light to the fullest. Thank you for 15 months. Also, happy 18th birthday. Congratulations. Nah, I rewatched Hollow March's VODs. You're welcome. Thank you, Simple Turtle. Wow. Somebody out there cares about Hollow Marches. Ain't no way. My life has meaning. That's beautiful. Thank you. Nobody can ever take your place as my least favorite idol. Thank you, Doozy. All right, you know what? I'm going to accept this. Ew, Bluebell. Ugh, I'm sorry. I'm going to accept this gift, but I don't know how I feel about that. Remind me later that I accepted that. Otherwise, I won't remember to download it. Anyway, try to unknow that knowledge. Thank you. Try to undo that. Zuna! Oh, wow. Wow. Yikes. Zuna says, before we top a switch, welcome back, kiddo. I'm almost sorry for that, but you named the tier. Oh, yeah. Wow, thanks. Peepaw. I was going to write a whole long thing, but it boils down to, I did miss you. I'm glad you're back, and I hope you feel refreshed. Zuna, thank you for 22 months. Thank you to the bottom of my fucking soul for participating in the stupid joke tier that is Glucose Guardian. I don't even know what to say about that other than I am the meme of the guy who's like, you're kneeling with like a fucking delicious taco in your hand, and I'm like this weird camel man who's leaning down for sustenance, just thank you for my life, eating the fucking Taco Bell money that Baco Hell money that you have laid upon the floor that I might slurp it up vacuum-like. Thank you kindly. Saya, thank you for 22 months. Your questions. 1, I've been stressed over school applications and playing Glitch Moon 2. What the hell is Glitch? Oh, wait, I think I've heard of that, actually. There's a second one? Huh. I see. Also, thanks for 22 months. Ayuyu says, hope you had a nice week-long break. I did, and I will tell you more about it in just a bit. Hajime says, happy 21 months. Sorry, I'm mostly VOD gang or lurking nowadays, but happy to have you back. Thanks for being, thank you for 21 months and for VOD gang and lurking. Okay, so. Thank you kindly for all of the support and the warm welcome back. Thank you, everybody, for popping back in and saying hello to me on my return. I know I haven't been gone that long, but it feels like I've been gone for years. Taking a break is definitely one of the scariest things there is to do when you're kind of a streamer guy, I guess. So it's been very strange for me, but not entirely bad. My one big regret, TM, is that I did not spend a day playing Songs of Six or Dwarf Fortress, and I really should have, but that's all right. I'll do it some other time. That's why my one big regret. Kaiser! Welcome back, Stinko. I didn't miss you or anything. Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah? That 6 months says otherwise, but anyway, thank you. Holy shitty washy. Welcome back, Ruze. Missed you in the kitties loads. Hope you had a good break and the cats are healthy. The snarl registered in my brain that you're really back. I got my first Pokemon game in a long time. Yay! I'm so happy you're back. Yippee! Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Congratulations on your new betrothal to Zona. And thank you for wow, okay. Lock in, Ruze. Chill. All right, I gotta calm down. I gotta slow down. I gotta level out. Thank you for 22 months and for being, for some reason, some inexplicable, unexplainable reason that may or may not be to haunt my nightmares. Thank you for being a glucose guardian and for all of the support, genuinely. Stupid. I gotta delete that too. I gotta figure something out. I don't know. Anyway, so what I was saying, oh, Bimmy Amelie. Thank you for 18 months being exceptional. 18 months of being exceptional. Lurking today because I'm going out to get boba. Man, I want some boba. I want some sushi. I should have got sushi while I was on break. Is what I should have done. Welcome back, gamer. Totally didn't miss you or anything and felt like I was an NPC waiting for the main character. Okay, but were you waiting in like a really cool way, leaning on like a wall or something, staring out into the darkness? Maybe like kind of gazing up occasionally at the individual stars that would peek through the blanket of clouds that obscured the moonlight. Fucking cool, dude. Anyway, thank you for 18 months and being exceptional. And enjoy the boba. All right, so, what was I saying? What were we going to talk about? Fuck. Oh, no. Eat well, la sifo. Oh, stupid ship merch coming soon. Yatta! Congrats, Lunar Moon. And enjoy Glitch Moon, who is your sibling. Mayhem, thank you for the soup. And Flapjack, thank you for the soup. Flap Carter, Doom Jury, Zuwashi marriage. You love shipping Rosaders, huh? I don't ship shit. You gotta ship yourselves. I ain't doing nothing. I'm not a shipper. I'm neither pro nor anti-shipping. I simply could not be bothered to give a damn. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. People be watching shows and movies and they're like, I ship these two. I'm like, I don't fucking care. That's cool, man. I'm glad you do. They're like, who do you ship? I'm like, nobody. I'm neutral on shipping. You wrote that thick live on stream. Doesn't mean I ship it. I just wrote it. I know a good narrative when I see it. Really? You don't ship at all? I really don't. I just don't care enough. Artchan, thank you for 4 months, by the way. Listen, I can write ships live on stream all day, every day, but I'm not invested in it. You know what I mean? It's kind of like if I write a beautiful love story. Was Shakespeare in love with Romeo and Juliet? Nah, he just wrote a story. Did he ship it? I don't know. Probably not. He just wanted a narrative impact. I'm here to ship myself with being a little bastard. That's my jam. That's where I'm at. Pitch hour! You changed your profile picture. Welcome back, gamer. I missed your rage and loud rants. It was too peaceful. Do you know how wrong that feels? I needed your chaos back in my life. Chaos. I see. May chaos take the world. Question. If I ship someone, do I need to leave air holes in the box? It depends. Is the person you're shipping a box? Because if yes, then no. If no, then yes. Also, thank you for 22 months. Thank you for 7 months. Thank you for the soup, Necronomicon! Okay, so let's talk about Oh, what else did I do on break? I watched a couple shitty vampire movies, so that was funny. Do you guys know any other ones? Give me suggestions for shitty vampire movies to watch. I watched I probably shouldn't say shitty before this, or I'll get in trouble because it means I'm bad-mouthing a brand. And that means a brand is bad-mouthing a brand. Okay, let me put back on my mask for a moment. Let me don the corporate collar. There we are. I watched some vampire movies that are not my flavor, but I was bemused all the same to watch them. I was rolling around on YouTube looking at free movies because I was getting ready to go to sleep, and I was like, I need to put on something to sleep to. And I watched the first Twilight movie. I watched the second Twilight movie, and I watched a movie called Little Vampire, I think is what it was called. None of them were to my taste, but I need to watch more vampire movies because it's the spooky season and it's funny. Coup de die, think of it 21 months. Good. You're welcome. Welcome to the world of the living and the sunlight. Deputy, thanks for 17 months. Yeah, I mean, that's cool or whatever. Keep meow warm. Are you talking through MERPs? Are you good, brother? Why vampires specifically? I don't know. I think originally I wasn't setting out to watch bad vampire movies. I just clicked on a movie because it was free, and then I was watching. I clicked on Twilight originally because I'd watched that as a kid, and I had read the first 3 novels. And I remember as a kid, I thought the novels were kind of not great, not my thing, but the movies were bad. I'm sorry, movie likers. I'm just gonna say it. I did not like the movies. I thought they were pretty bad. I was like, I'll rewatch this now that I'm an adult. Maybe they're better. They're not. They're actually worse. And then I was like, well, now I want to see if other vampire media is, bad. So I watched Little Vampire, and I was like, well, that wasn't great. But, hey, it was funny. So there's that. And now I'm like, well, now I have an interest in watching bad vampire movies. I think mostly because I'm interested in the dichotomy, especially since Twilight, of removing the monstrousness from vampires. I'm like, well, what's the downside of being a vampire if you take away all of the monstrosity that is involved with being one? You know what I mean? Like in Twilight, the vampires, they don't have to eat people. They aren't weak to sunlight in any way that matters. Silver doesn't do anything to them. Stakes don't do anything to them. For the most part, they seem to be largely immortal. And I mean truly, truly immortal. And they get superpowers, and they're young forever. I'm like, damn, dude, they really got everything going for them pretty much all the way down. It's all positives. So I don't see the downsides. Vampire's Kiss with Nick Cage is a bad vampire movie. So bad, it's funny. I like So Bad, It's Funny. I was laughing a lot while watching Twilight, to be fair. Also, thank you for 6 months. Tubi has many 70s Dracula films from Hammer. What's Hammer? Oh, What We Do in the Shadows is so funny. ...2011 Fright Night is the good kind of bad. Oh, please watch Sundown, The Vampire in Retreat. I'm going to take notes on these. What is Daybreakers? Blade. Is Blade good? I feel like that's not that funny, though, right? Isn't Blade like kind of an action movie? I'd still watch it, though. Mr. Vampire. Okay. Dracula Dead and Loving. It was a bad vampire movie. Okay. My Babysitter is a Vampire. Okay. Blade is excellent. Oh, okay. Huh. I've heard good things about Interview with a Vampire. I feel like that's a romance one, right? Underworld, huh? I feel like I've seen Underworld. Maybe. Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter sounds terrible. I'm interested. Van Helsing with Hugh Jackman. Okay. I'll note some of these down. Hold on. Netflix has its own Dracula series? Huh? Okay. Huh. Queen of the Damned. Okay. Okay. Cool. Blade watch along? I don't know about that. It's great. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. Anyway, thank you for 22 months. All right. So, yeah, I watched some bad vampire movies. What else did I do? Let me check my notes. Man, I was in such a fugue state for Minecraft. Let's see. I went to the park. I watched bad vampire media. I watched a few YouTube videos. I played Minecraft. Played Pokemon. I did a bunch of work stuff. Cooking, cleaning. Handled some boring clerical work that you just have to do for life to exist. I went to the bone doctor. Honestly, that might be it. That might be it for the most part. Did he steal my bones? Nah, I kept all my bones. I got all my bones. They're still inside me. I mean, I started watching Critical Role season 4. I've found the first episode to be rather dense and maybe a little bit heavy. So I've been struggling to get through it, but I will get through it. I went to 2 music lessons. So that was cool. Yeah, so I've been doing those weekly, every Monday. I do music lessons now for about an hour, and that's been pretty cool. Hey, Orthon says I got a shiny new guitar. Name it. Okay. Hold on. I'm thinking about the first. Hold on. I gotta Google something. It's the first boss. Okay, what I was thinking of immediately, you should call it Orpheon. Yeah, call your guitar Orpheon. That is named after the frigate Orpheon, which you fight the Parasite Queen on in Metroid Prime. It's your first boss. Okay, there you go. All right, so music lessons. They've been pretty good. I've been doing okay. Like, it's not a lot. Mostly it's been vocal warm-up, stuff like that, trying to get a gauge for like where my singing voice is at, and recognizing that I have a confusing relationship with music. Akuma, thank you for an entire month, by the way. I did. I had an okay break. Thank you. It was all right. Yeah, so it's vocal, it's singing lessons, I guess. So it's been a lot of vocal warm-ups, and I guess the music teacher being a little bit confused about where I sit on, like, both my range and also my ability to perceive music, because I can mimic perfectly when given something to hear sing together when. I'll never sing. Maybe, I don't know. Don't test me. When given like something to mimic, right? If the teacher sings back to me, I can usually parrot it perfectly. But if she just plays a note on a keyboard, I can't tell. So I struggle with that. I can mimic sounds from like a human pretty much one-to-one. And I'm all right at mimicking like, you know, sounds from machinery and stuff, but from a keyboard, I really struggle. Note detection takes a bit. I'm a babe in the woods. I have no idea how to hear it yet. I you know, sometimes it feels like I've got a hang of it, and she'll like play a few notes, and I'll hit it fine, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm doing it. And then it's especially when she jumps keys, I feel like I go too high. I tend to like lean too high. Often she'll play the key, and she's like, you're like half a note up. I'm like, okay, my bad. Yeah, I think I need to learn music theory. I should probably also try to teach myself to read sheet music. That would probably help. Am I taking piano lessons? No, I'm doing that on my own. I'm just learning keyboard by myself. But as somebody who's never really, yeah, it's about 9 p.m. here right now. As somebody who's never really participated in any music theory or music lessons or musical things, it is very much like trying to learn as a 10-year-old, which is tough, but I'm doing what I can. Welcome back, Ruze. Had a good rest? Yeah, it was all right, Joms. Oh, you didn't miss me? You didn't miss me? Oh, yeah? Well, say that to my face. That's what I thought. Music classes weren't mandatory for y'all? What? No. Were they mandatory for you? Hell no. I gave up trying to learn how to read sheet music. I feel like I could learn it. I could do it. I don't know. Anyway, vocal lessons have been going okay. I realize that I struggle specifically right now to sing in falsetto because I feel like I'm doing a bad impression. So that's tough, and I've got to get past that at some point. But as it stands, I feel like when I sing in falsetto, I'm either like doing a bad mockery of like a Michael Jackson, like Billie Jean type of shit, or I sound like a 12-year-old boy making fun of a femme voice. And that sucks. And I know that's not always how it sounds, but I feel like I'm untrained in it, so I need to get past that and learn to get better about that. Thank you for the Krabby Patty tax. Finerail, thank you for 22 months. I wonder if you could program your keyboard or something that sounds more like a human voice than regular piano notes to help you hear them better. Maybe I could do like a choir sound on a keyboard, but I should probably just get used to like learning it through piano. I think that's the move. Gonzo Cellophane, thank you for 17 months of being a jackass. Welcome back, gamer. Someone who sings by rote. Couldn't read music for shit, but I can reach a note when I hear it. I still sang professionally for years. You're a badass for getting started in the first place. You got this, nerd. Thank you. Thank you kindly. Thank you. Thank you. What tone/range are you comfortable in? That's a great question. I'll tell you that when I know what the fuck that means. So I don't know. I'm comfortable at... I can't tell you a tone or range I'm comfortable in. I can tell you songs I'm comfortable singing, if that helps you. So things like, you know, Creep, Ohio is for Lovers, fucking Dragula, but those are all across a spectrum of tones and range, so I don't know. I'll have to figure it out. I think I just need to learn, is what it is. I just need to learn. I need to learn the basics because I don't know how to describe anything advanced. But yeah, that's how music lessons are going. It's pretty cool or whatever. Your vocal range is fairly high compared to your speaking voice. I think you're sitting a tenor, in my opinion. Oh. Have I had any new songs that have been stuck in my head lately? Yeah, actually. Invisible by Duran, I think. Where you go? I need. Yeah, I blame the Metal Gear Solid edits. I still never played a Metal Gear Solid game. I should probably do that at some point. Anyway. Yup. My plan is every time I go to a music lesson, I'm going to get myself a delicious lemon tart to condition myself to be like, I'm excited about this. I'm excited to do this, and I will get a treat. And then I'll probably go to a park that's nearby or something. We'll see. I'll figure it out. That's the game. That's the game plan. Yeah, I found out what tarts are, and that they're not a fake thing that British people just say. Yum. I be tricking my own brain all the time, baby. All the time. Brother, how did you never have a fruit tart before? I'd never had a tart in general, weirdly enough. Try Chinese egg tarts. They're so good. I keep hearing about egg tarts. I got to try it at some point. One day. Man, now I'm hungry. Should I order food? No. Yes? No. Yes? Yeah, anyway. So, what was I talking about earlier? Oh, I started Critical Role Campaign 4. I'm excited to see Brendan Lee Mulligan as a DM because I haven't watched a lot of his content. I've heard good things about him. I've only really watched him on Dropout, specifically in Make Some Noise. And he seems like a funny little guy. So, I've been pleasantly surprised so far. What else was I gonna say? Yeah, more D&D stuff. It's really got a fire under my ass to want to kick back up Hollow Marches, so I'm going to be working on that hopefully very, very soon. Thank you, Steam Powered Twig, for the delicious soup! My one big problem right now with Critical Role is that it's super heavy in the first episode, and I was kind of hoping for like a, I feel like I've been intaking enough serious media and like subversions of tabletop and fantasy tropes at this point. I think I have a craving for like a traditional fantasy, like you are all in a tavern and someone makes a dick joke. I'm kind of missing that a little bit. I'm like, damn, dude, we're starting with a funeral. Fuck. Spoilers. It starts with a funeral. Don't worry. It's literally said as the first sentence, so you'll understand. But I'm like, holy shit, bro. Oh my God. But I hope that it lightens up as we go along. So we'll see. We'll see. He rants like you do. I get compared to Brendan Lee Mulligan a lot, so I probably should look into the guy and see if like we mesh on the same level. Fingers crossed. Anyway, it's been making me want to get right back into Hollow Marches, so maybe I'll do like a Hollow Marches recap stream or something soon where we talk about like what's happened so far in the narrative, and then we can kind of push along. And there's a bunch of stuff I want to do with that. There's a bunch of people I would like to get rolling on that. There's a couple of boys who have been itching to play lately, so hopefully I can get them going. And then for those who are not interested right now or are too busy with side projects, that's totally fine. I've got a couple people lined up who might be interested in joining, so we'll see. Could be fun. I hope so. What else have been going on? Cool projects in the work. I've been working on some stuff for the government, but I can't tell you about it. And some things are kind of up in the air. And a lot of things have unfortunately, frustratingly fallen through. And that's just life. That's life. Yeah, I definitely, I needed this break. Partially because I was struggling with like a lot of burnout. Burnout not because I was working too hard. Well, I mean, I was probably pushing it a little too hard at times. And maybe for a little too long without slowing down. But there was a lot of burnout around disappointment just because things kept falling through. Projects were going down the fucking drain and stuff like that. Like there's a lot of stuff I can't even talk about that didn't end up working out, obviously, because it's behind the scenes and it's stuff that isn't going to see the light of day, but it's still under like, the branch of my job as an idol. So it's stuff that I'm not supposed to mention. But I've had like 5, 6 things in the last 2 months fall through. Some of those things have been in the works for like a year and a half. So that sucks. Sure. 2.0 Hinkar, sure. But that's just the way it goes sometimes. And then some of the things like are still going, but they've been in the works for so long at this point, it's hard to stay excited about it. It feels like they're just never going to be there. They're always on the horizon, but they're never done. Hey, that's okay though. Oh, that's a good idea. I'll look up Escape from the Blood Gate. Oh, thank you for the soup, by the way. Man. But anyway, I needed the break mostly because I was struggling with that kind of stuff, but also I've been butting heads a lot with fucking the government, which is going to happen. Like, let's not Pretend that doesn't happen everywhere all the time. It's the nature of the beast. Unfortunately, sometimes you're just going to have like disagreements or, you're going to have a different vision than corporations have for things. And that is a little frustrating, especially when it comes to like things that I know that you guys are going to interface with. So for example, I had to push merch back, which fucking sucked. And that's a lot of butting heads with different aspects of the job, and at this point I have kind of just I'm getting ready to take a hands-off approach with that. We'll see how it goes. I'm taking a last shot in the dark, and if it works out, great. If not, maybe we just skip merch this year and we'll figure it out next year. But I am, for the most part, I've come to terms with that. I needed some time to relax. I needed some time to be away from work and to just kind of like take a deep breath and exist. And I hope things work out, and if they don't work out, I mean, whatever, dude. That's the way it goes sometimes. I first and foremost, my goal is to make sure that I'm never putting out stuff for you guys that I would not myself want or purchase, because I'm just not going to do that. And if it comes down to that, then I will stamp my feet and act like a fucking petulant brat. And if I have to be a fucking idle diva, then I'll be an idle diva and say, fuck it, no merch. So be it. Sorry. But I'm hopeful that we'll still see it come out at some point. I don't know yet. Miyari, thank you for 22 months. I, for one, am very glad and respect that you were honest about friction with the government. It's both refreshing and comforting to see that being discussed. Thanks. But I would like to condition this with also, the Manes have been exceptional and working really hard, especially like for the concert and things like that. And they've done a lot of work on the back end, and it's never any one individual person's thing that makes this happen. It's just the nature of being stuck in the bureaucracy of a lot of moving parts and a lot of bigwigs who I never see or interface with. That's life. That's the reality of working with a company. It happens, and that's okay. I will navigate that as best I'm able, and just rest assured, I'm not going to put out anything I don't think you guys would enjoy. And if I do, well, I'll let you know. What? Has the soup to go with the one I'm about to have? What are you eating, Mealy? Tell me. I want delicious soup. Maybe I should order soup. No, I shouldn't. Good. I don't want this to sound super dour. Obviously, I took a break for many reasons. I'd been working really hard. I needed time to like kind of take a breath. I needed time to reevaluate, and I was a little bit maybe overwhelmed with the amount of support that came in during birthday, because it was a lot, and I was kind of in my feels a little bit about the journey we've been on together, and the journey we're going to keep going on, that I'm excited about. But I needed time to process and kind of I don't know, dude, explore my mental and remind myself how excited I am to be here and how exciting this like position I'm in is and how much of a blessing it can be, and most of the time is. So I'm glad I took that time to kind of like reevaluate and remind myself to be hype again. And I'm glad to be back. Yippee! It's been a heavy week, but I'm excited to hopefully just get back to playing video games. I keep saying that every month. I'm like, one of these days I'm just going to go back to streaming and playing video games. There's going to be no event. It's just going to be a regular month. I'm just going to play video games and goof around. And I get the feeling that's never really actually going to happen. There's something in the back of my mind that just won't let me do that. I've always got to have something lined up because I'm a fucking idiot, I guess. I hate myself. But I do, second anniversary. I know. Second anniversary's coming up. But I do want to get back to just doing at least a little bit of regular gaming. And I think what I want to hop into immediately is I'd like to play a little bit more Silksong. I'd like to finish Pikmin. Pikmin 2, that is. But I still want to go through with the idea of like doing like a weekly thing. I just haven't decided what that is yet, so we'll see. There's so many games I want to go back and play, and there's some games I'm probably never going to go back and finish, and that makes me sad, but that's just the reality of streaming. We just got to start to accept as like content creators that sometimes I'm going to start a game and I can't finish it. There's just no time as much as I want to. Ooh, you want to continue WoW Wednesday? Ooh, I do want to continue WoW Wednesday. That's true. I do want to do that. Ah, Subnautica. Ah! Damn it. Damn it. We'll see. Dragon's Dog. There's so many games, dude. There's so many games I want to play. And there's some on the horizon that are coming up that I want to play. I want to try out Arc Raiders because it reminds me of Hunt in a way. Damn. There's a bunch. Grounded 2, yeah. Tainted Grail, of course. God damn. Oh, did Air Riders drop today? That's crazy. I know there's a bunch of good indie games coming out too, dude. Could I somehow play 2 games in one stream? No, that's a perms issue. I'm not allowed to do that. I can't do that. I can't do that. Yeah, there's that French Hunt game coming out soon. I want to play that really bad too, but I don't know when it's getting when it's going to enter the mainstream to be allowed to play it. But I want to. Oh, it's a direct that dropped today. I'll check that out at some point. I actually do. I've been watching Dispatch. It seems really interesting. I don't know if I'm going to play it or not because I don't know if I have time to commit to a big narrative game like that, but it seems really cool. Now, 2 streams in one day, I can do that. And I have done that. And I will probably continue to do that. Oh, that sounds interesting. Okay, Rachel, I can take a look at that, huh? I actually just got Ball by Pit literally yesterday, Duke Moose, and played a little bit of it. It seems really addicting, so I gotta be careful with it. Would I play any Little Nightmares? I played the first one. It was fun. I think I ended up beating it in like 8 hours, like one sitting. Duckov? I was looking at that. It seems interesting. It's a good point, Server Day. It's a good point. But then I have to put all my perms in the title, apparently. I've been doing that wrong, and I got a little bit of a bonk for that one. Oops. Yeah, and then on top of all the games backlog, there's so many projects I want to do, and I want to do more watch-alongs, and I want to do, like... I want to work on holo marches. I want to play D. I don't have enough time. I got to stop sleeping and eating and using the bathroom and showering. I just got to stop doing all that stuff. How do I stop all that? How do I stop having to do all that? Plus, I've just been a really bad... Oh, I almost said friend. Whew, that's close. I don't have any friends. I've been a really bad acquaintance lately, and I've been missing out on a ton of DMs and responding to people too slow. And with all the work projects I've had on the back end, I haven't been answering all the stuff I want to do for the people that, like... I consider acquaintances. Damn. Fuck. I'll figure it out, though. I have heard about Mega Bonk. I haven't played any or seen any gameplay. If it's pretty good, I would consider it, though. The deadliest game, being social. I simply don't have time. I don't have time to be social. Any word on the Uncle Herb's VR chat collab? What? Huh? Ah, Risk of Rain 2, my beloved. Dragon Ball Fighters. I've never played a Dragon Ball fighting game. Is it good? Is it good? Is it fun? I gotta bump it up to 36 hours streaming today. I agree. All right, so moving the topics in there on the 28th. Oh, yes. Okay, so I wasn't sure if that had been, like, said publicly or not. But yeah, that'll be fun. I don't know. Sounds cool. I'm not scared. You're scared. I haven't been in VR in a minute. That'll be super fun. Did I get Dark Tide perms? No, I didn't. I just put them in again yesterday. I'm gonna keep doing it over and 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 over until I get a yes. I'm never nervous, Q-Tit. Okay, I'm a little nervous. But anyway, thanks for 2 months. I've been playing a little bit of 2XKO. Not a lot, but I want to main Warwick. And maybe Teemo. That'd be a fun stream to do. Maybe we could do like 2XKO like matches and I can learn from you guys. Ooh. I wonder if I still have perms for that. I don't know. Am I going to do that horror stream? What horror stream? Hell no. Hell no. Haunting them until you get perms? Hell yes. Aurora, thank you for being a Jackass for 18 months. I'm glad you're back. I won't kid myself. I did miss you. I played a lot of Ark and rewatched the VCrat VOD. You rewatched the VCrat VODs? Also, there's an old Russian vampire movie called Daywatch. While foreign, it's not bad. I mean, that sounds cool. If there's subtitles, I'll still watch it. I don't care. 100K horror stream. Did somebody say I was going to do something like that? Who said that? Wow, what a liar. I can't believe they would do that to you. That's so evil. That's so evil. I'm never doing a snail stream. Sorry. Not happening. Speaking of cool thumbnail story, I just wanted to say real quick that I've seen a lot of rumbling on Twitter about like, and honestly in the pre-chat here, about getting jump scared by thumbnails. So while I'm here, and I could talk about it. Wow. Monstro. Thanks for the 10 gifted chips, by the way. Also, Metropolitan, I left the milk at the store. I forgot. So while I'm here, we're talking about thumbnails. Don't get jump scared by thumbnails, or rather do get jump scared by thumbnails, because every thumbnail art is like incredibly beautiful and awesome, and I pick it for a reason. But for the most part, I want you guys to know that I pick thumbnails because I'm a whimsical little guy and I like them and I think the art is beautiful and I like, I don't know, like sky backdrop with like bright blue, like free air and hair blowing in the breeze. It's just a really fucking aesthetic piece. There's a reason it comes up over and over and over again. And art of that exists for like every anime character in the universe because it's beautiful and fun and whimsical and free. So try your best not to associate that with like bad things. I know in the past it has been inherently tied to those things, and that's fine, I guess, but you don't want to like tread the line to the point where you make the artist feel bad for having made really pretty art. Pretty art is just pretty art in a vacuum. It has nothing to do with like graduating or leaving or going on their way. Like, yes, sometimes that happens, and often it's associated with it because it's so beautiful. But don't make artists feel bad for making really pretty art. I pick art because I like being a whimsical little guy. And sometimes I pick art because it's scrungly and fun. It has the little douchebag energy that I constantly try to put out into the world because I can't help it, because it's part of who I am. Anyway, try not to make artists feel bad for making really cool art. I love really cool art. And often I pick thumbnails because they have something to do with the game that's coming up. So, hey, just saying, if you want your, if you see a, if you want, if you, I'm not saying you gotta, but like if you want to, if you want to draw out of games you see on the schedule, if you want, sorry, I was putting my fingers together the whole time. I was doing a little like points left, points right, the whole time. I hope you guys enjoyed that. You're welcome. Yeah, do dark tide art. Yeah, manifest it for me. Don't actually do that because you can't manifest it. That would be wasted art. That'd be so sad to make art of such a gritty setting and then it's just like, haha, just kidding. He never got perms. Do you have a criteria for choosing schedule art? Whatever looks pretty and reminds me of something that's happening that week or had something to do with last week? It depends. A lot of times it's just art that I think looks really good. Sometimes it's just art that gets a laugh out of me. Sometimes it's art that is somehow thematic to what I'm doing that week or thematic to like a holiday or an event coming up or something that just happened last week. It really just depends. I mean, often for schedule art, because of the formatting of the schedule art, it's like a vertical piece, you know what I mean? So like that's really useful for me for schedule art because there's so little space horizontally. I'll often rely on like looking for vertical pieces that have like a lot of up down space. What? Thank you, Senna. That's very sweet. I do what I can. Schlitten. I want everybody to get a chance in the spotlight. I want everybody's art to shine. I want you all to see each other's art and support each other and recognize how incredibly talented you guys are. Not because I give a shit, because I don't. But I'm also not going to take credit for something that ain't about me. And the thumbnail art, while it does have me in it, and that's cool, the work and the talent and the drive and the dedication comes from the artist first. So, appreciate each other. Appreciate the amount of work you guys, your fellow Ruzeters, put in. It's true. I do hate you guys. You know, the only thing I am looking forward to if I get to 100K JD Anarchy, I'm not looking forward to a horror stream, but horror thumbnail art, that probably fucks. Anyway, let's talk a little bit about, fuck, what do I want to talk about now? What have I missed? You guys want to talk about VCraft, I guess? Okay, so as far as VCraft goes, yeah. So I think the big takeaway for me from VCraft was nah, I'm just kidding. Milk Yard, thank you for 18 months, a year and a half, damn. You're secretly glad I'm back? Quinge fan energy. Shadowcross Zero, thank you for the gifted chip. And Nilichka, thank you for 16 months. Welcome. This guy, dude. Eon says, embarrassing. But I just want you to know your in speech from VCraft is the first thing people see when they join the Glitch Moon server. Hi. I'm at what? What? I mean, that's cool. I love that. That's good. Thank you. And thank you for 3 months. Really though? That's beautiful. I will try my best to forget that you told me that, so I never have to live with the knowledge that people have to read my terrible speech. Good. That's beautiful. My words are immortalized. It's good. It struck a chord. Okay. Okay. Well, thank you. I'm glad you liked it. I'm glad. Hey, how come I don't get to play on that server? Man, I would do downright heinous things. Many people would die if I could get on a long-term Minecraft server using the Cottage Witch mod pack. I've been seeing the other participants play something called MC Eternal or something like that. And that seems really cool. I saw that Roscoe got to be a cool werewolf, and I'm a little jealous, but I simply don't have time to get involved in another one of those right now. So I won't. But I am jealous. I am jealous. I want to be a cool werewolf with a flaming sword, dude. Oh well. Maybe the thing that makes VCraft so beautiful was that it was temporary. It's fine. There's a clip compilation of people involved in VCraft speaking very fun. Aww. Wee wee. Wee wee. No, I can't go look at that. I can't do that. Anyway, that's beautiful. I love that. I love learning more mods though. Mods are tasty, dude. Minecraft modded is just so, oh, it's so good. So actually, one of the things, you know what, before we talk about VCraft, let me talk about this, because this is actually something I've been thinking about a lot on my break. I've been thinking about the nature of Minecraft especially because obviously Minecraft had a big impact on me, and because I've been playing a lot of Minecraft on my break, I've been thinking about the nature of Minecraft and how it's kind of, in a way, transcended the concept of being a game. And what I mean by that is that Minecraft in and of itself has become almost a platform or a genre. It has become like the Gego brick of video games, which is to say that a lot of developers who work in modding or end up working in game development later probably got their start modding something like, let's say, Source games or Minecraft or things like Warcraft 3, right? Like, a lot of developers got their start being modders, and I imagine a lot of the next gen of video game developers are going to have had their start being Minecraft modders. And something that I think is incredibly cool about Minecraft that I've never seen in any other game, and in my opinion transcends it beyond just being a game and makes it its own platform, almost its own like media like format, is that the modding scene is so in depth it becomes an entirely different type of game. So one thing I really like about Minecraft that I don't think I'll ever find, no matter how modded a game is something like the create mod, right? Like, you'll never ever see that. And no matter how good the modders are in a game like, let's say, GTA 5 or Skyrim, you just cannot get the groundwork going to do something like that. But in Minecraft, it can become like an action RPG. It can become a real-time strategy. It can become a turn-based, like, sort of pet battler. It can become like a Souls-like. It can become a parkour simulator. It can become a Satisfactory style game. All of those things are true. At this point, Minecraft has stopped being a game, and it's just become a platform for people to develop their own games. And I think that's really fascinating and really cool and really exciting. It's the type of thing that makes me understand how people become like Minecraft YouTubers. I don't think I see that happening for me in the future, just because there's so many other things I really love doing, but I see how people do it. I used to question that. I was like, how could someone be a Minecraft YouTuber? How does that make sense? How do you do that? But now I get it. It's pretty cool. Yeah, Dota was originally a mod for Warcraft 3. League of Legends and MOBAs wouldn't exist without modders for Warcraft 3. It can become Minecraft Parkour Civilization, yep, where I jump for the beef. Oh, well, there you go, Alistair. Yeah, Autodon Senpai is streaming so much Minecraft. That's how I got into HoloStars in the first place. One thing I love about Minecraft is how versatile it is. The only thing I really struggle with in Minecraft is I do not think that there is a way that somebody could make the combat appealing to me. Even in Cottage Witch, I love it, and I love the spells, but I'm like, there is no world in which the ideal objective best way to use the combat in this game isn't just to spam chain lightning or chain frost or chain fire or whatever. Like, that is just the objective best way to play, and there's nothing that could challenge me in this game that could ever be a threat to me ever again. Like, I'm already at the point on the like friend server or whatever. I say friend, I mean acquaintance. I don't like that guy. I'm already at a point where I'm in like full netherite gear, and I've got like a tier 2 spellbook. It's not even tier 3, and literally nothing could ever be a threat to me. There is nothing in that game that could ever challenge me or like threaten me in a meaningful sense. And that's not even the end game technically. So I'm like, it's okay. But I just don't think you can make Minecraft's combat challenging. I just don't think there's a way to do it. That's my big gripe. Minecraft's combat is basic as possible to be as accessible as possible. Yes. And that's not a bad thing. Minecraft is not a combat game. But if you could take Minecraft with Create mod and all the customizability of a bunch of different other mods and all of the creativity that goes into building like Minecraft buildings, especially using the framing mod, and then attach something like, I don't know, Souls-like or Monster Hunter style combat on there. Oh, baby, oh boy, I would lose it. You could also do a turn-based combat mod. Yes, you can make it challenging through turn-based combat. That's true. Maybe that's why almost all Minecraft RPs have little to no combat. Yep. How do you do it? I got a tier 2 book, but I keep dying all the time. I don't know. I just use a lot of chain lightning. I'm a wind mage in that like server that I'm playing on, so I use a lot of wind and lightning magic, and I mostly use projectile, spark, amplify, discharge, amplify. Sorry, delay, discharge, amplify. And that brings zombies down to half a heart. And then if I shoot it like 5 times in a row, they get the shot condition, which makes them more susceptible to lightning damage. And then I, shoot it 5 times in a row, and that shit'll take down anything, everything. Easy. And that's when I'm like sweating. Usually I try to like be a little bit more engaged by using spells that aren't just raw damage. So one of my favorite spells right now I use is it's a spell that hits a target, lifts them in the air, hits them with wind shear twice, or an amplified wind shear, and then it slams them down with gravity. That's really funny to me. I like using wind magic wherever I can, because I find often in RPGs, if there's a wind tree, it's all lightning, and that bores me. I much more associate with the wind than the lightning. So whenever possible, I try to use any wind spells in games or wind abilities in games over lightning abilities. So I've been trying to find ways in Cottage Witch to make wind spells viable and dangerous. And one of them is definitely, I use projectile, rise, delay, wind shear, and then I amplify that twice, and then gravity, amplify that twice. It's fun. He's a Libra for real. Show us. No, I can't. Actually, in Elden Ring, for a long time, I relegated myself only to using wind-based when I did like my little self-insert character or whatever, and in every RPG, I always run a self-insert character first. And when I did my self-insert character, I would only use wind-based abilities. If I used any ability that wasn't just like, Bloodhound Step, or like the little Thief Hop with the dagger, or sometimes like a Battle Shout with an axe. Anything else was all wind abilities. So like the Wind Parry or the Wind Stomp, that kind of stuff. I was almost exclusively using those. Oh, I did Poison and Bleed. I consider the Poison misspell a wind spell. Is that because you're a Libra and it's an air sign? Probably, yeah. It probably all started with Golden Sun. Did somebody say blood out? Freak show! Sorry. Aw, thanks, Bet. Me too. I think it's cool that I've made so many enemies. Yeah, I actually avoided Bleed quite a bit for a long time in Elden Ring because it was the meta, and I'm a little freak and I hate meta. And Bleed was the objective best way to like take down bosses for a long time, so I just refused to use it. I should get perms for Golden Sun. I've never actually played through Golden Sun. I just watched my older sister do it on Game Boy. Moog's Blood Flame was very cool, Ditra. That's true. It was really cool. That's the only like boss weapon I maxed out. I considered maxing out Godfrey's axe, but I just don't like the art very much. I find I have a lot of attraction to a lot, like, in systems where there's elemental abilities, I find I am often attracted to any type of magic I feel isn't like ridiculously flashy a lot of the time, right? So like I like wind spells because they tend to be very muted comparatively. Like it's not like a big arcing lightning bolt. It's usually like a pushback or like an AoE, something that knocks down projectiles or moves you around really quick. Or I like spells that are like earth based a lot of the time because the earth based spells are often undervalued or aren't considered very cool, even though you're like pulling up boulders and making walls and stuff, or poison abilities or darkness abilities, that kind of stuff. But like I tend to slide away from things that are like just raw damage or flashy fire or lightning spells. It's just not my thing. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Did I ever get in any of the Tales of games? Yes, I played through Tales of Symphonia with my older sister on the GameCube. I would definitely say my favorite type of magic is still poison, and then behind that is usually anything that's obfuscating, smoke, darkness, whatever like obscures the battlefield. Then behind that is wind, and then behind that is probably earth, sometimes water, but only if it's actually water and not ice. I think ice magic is really cool too, because I like status conditions a lot, but you know, it depends. Hell yeah, Mars Hacks. Thank you for the soup, and congratulations, by the way. Anyway, let's stop talking about that, because I've talked about that enough, and I've talked about that before, and I'm retreading old ground. So, yeah, I think Minecraft has transcended the idea of... actually, I just thought of my VOD question. That's funny. Transcended being a game and has become a platform to make games on, and that's really cool. Now, here's my VOD question for you, and I'll repeat this at the end. And this is something I've been thinking about a lot, too, and it's in relation to how Minecraft has transcended itself. And my question is, if you could take any game and mod it to be something else, but only with the assets in that game, what would you do? You know what I mean? I think that's a fascinating question. So, like, for example, I could see a reality in which, like, Project Zomboid was a Sims mod. I could see a reality in which Dark Souls had just been a mod for, I don't know, Twilight Princess or something like that. You know what I mean? But often I think it's most fascinating when it's a whole new genre. Does that make sense? So like if you could take something like Bloodborne and turn it into a kart racer, or you could take something like I don't even know. There's a lot of like interesting games out there that I think you could use the assets of to turn it into a different game. Like you could take like Pokemon and turn it into like a Tamagotchi type game, or into like maybe like a Fire Emblem style game. That could be pretty interesting, I think. Yeah, Life Sims is really cool too. Monster Hunter, but as a dress-up game? Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. That's what I'm talking about. Fallout 4, but turn it into Fatal Frame. You could do it in a heartbeat. I just think that's really... I think it's really interesting to consider what kind of genres could exist, or if you really want to get in depth, what would you do that's just unique and hasn't been done before, right? Like a MOBA, for example, like how MOBAs came out of Warcraft 3. What would you do? Sonic Adventure 2, Chow become Monster Battler, boom. Boom. I'd like to see something done with Starbound. I think Starbound is already so many different things in one, in that it's, you know, it's a survival game, it's an exploration game, it's a creative game, it's an action game. But I could see other things being done with it. I could see Starbound becoming sort of like a battle, like a space battler. Could be kind of cool. That'd be interesting, Miss Kid, yeah. Wait. Don't want pizza? I think I want pizza. No, I shouldn't. I have such fond memories of Starbound. I feel like it needs something, but I don't know what. Dude, I played the hell out of Starbound. I played for those of you who like Starbound, this is how early I was to Starbound. I played Starbound when it still had a hot and cold system. When to get off the first planet, or sorry, once you got to the second planet, you almost always needed to craft yourself some sort of like thermal leather gear. I loved Starbound. The glitch are cool. I'm a sucker for Florins, though. Hey, thanks, Kit. Okay, I welcome me back. Well, welcome back, I guess. I desire a decent space game so much it hurts. Play No Man's Sky. What's your best bet right now? Ooh, Noida has so much modding potential. That's true. I've played them all. I have 2K plus hours in No Man's Sky. Oh yeah, you played every space game? Every space game? Well, have you played... Space Trucker Sim? Thanks for the pizza funds, Queen Kiko. Alright, stop trying to get me to order pizza. I'm not doing it. Okay, I might. I don't know. Ooh, the Nova kids are really cool. I still regularly, by the way, listen to I Was the Sun Before It Was Cool. That song fucks so hard, dude. Oh, that song goes so hard. Go listen to it right now. Go listen to it right now. Turn it on while I'm talking to you. I'll pause my music. I'm not kidding. Type in I Was the Sun Before It Was Cool. Like the sun. Not like a son, like a child, like a sun, a ball in the fire. That song goes so insanely hard for no reason. It's the theme song of the Nova Kid. Oh. I want you guys to know that my internet has been fine this entire time I've been on break. I've had one hiccup. And as soon as I come back to streaming, I swear, and when I get my hands on you, Big Gert, get something healthy then, I might steam-powered twit. I don't know. Isn't pizza healthy? It's got bread, it's got vegetables, it's got proteins, it's got everything. That's fair, Kit. That's fair. Thank you for the soup. Yum, 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 yum. Milksop, thank you for the soup as well. Okay, hi, I'm back. Hi, I'm gone. Okay, are we good? ISP, are we good? Thank you for the soup. Wow, thank you for the 5 gifted chips. Wow, soup and chips did it. It fixed the ISP apparently. All right, listen, I'll consider ordering pizza. If I get through this little bit of yapping that I've got left to do, I will consider ordering pizza. But I do want to talk a little bit about VCraft over here. So let's switch over to that. Here comes my music again. Did you guys listen to I Was the Sun Before It Was Cool? Did you listen to it? Also, that fucking like title is so funny because it's like obviously like a little reference to being a hipster or whatever, but it's also a reference to the sun going cold, and I think that fucks. That's so cool. God, that song fucks. And on the left, you'll find Mayoshi. He has 6 pixels and 3 frames, and we love him dearly. We keep him behind the glass so that his pixels don't escape, and he doesn't, like, I don't know, bump into somebody and cut them on the sharp edges. Please get anything other than pizza. No, this isn't reverse psychology, totally with extra pepper. Oh, you're killing me. You're killing me. You're making me die. Thank you for 22 months. You're killing me. All right, let me talk about VCraft. Let me talk about VCraft. All right, here we go. How do I do this? How do people usually do this? I had this whole thing planned out where I was gonna be in character for this, and I was gonna be Clifford and talk about things, but I don't think I'm gonna do that now. I think I just want to talk and I'm gonna bare my soul to you, right? I'm gonna fucking split my chest open and show you my beating fucking lungs. All right, so VCraft was cool. Here lies Ruze, pepperoni, and cheese. Thank you for looking at my lungs. Very cool. That's it. VCraft's cool. I'm done. I talked about it. All right, guys. See you next time. That's not true. So let's start from the beginning. Let's talk about Clifford Rulez a little bit, shall we? So Clifford Rulez is a character I definitely put a little bit of thought into. I was doing like some of my 3 a.m. walks, and I was like kind of pondering it. And I know we've already talked about this a little bit, how I had a couple ideas for characters, like maybe like a sort of mailman or courier who is like kind of very subservient and like passive and didn't really move things along so much as they like to stir shit. So they would like approach players and be like, you've got mail, and then like relay whatever message was for somebody else, but purposely bastardize it, like make it sound worse than it was. And then when they got a response, they would take it back to the other person and make it sound even worse than it was. So that was kind of funny. That was a good one that I was curious about, but I settled in on Clifford partially because I realized I needed to play a very active character in case everybody was very new to role playing, which, to be fair, I'm not exactly an experienced role player myself. I would not call myself, well versed in it. Obviously, I've done a lot of DMing and that involves role playing, but when it comes to like role playing on equal footing where everybody is, you know, just there for the story and nobody's like kind of in charge as the dungeon master, I've done very, very little of that. So I recognized that I needed to play a character that could move plot points forward, because some people might be too shy to, or, you know, there might be some dead zones where people just don't have a lot going on. So I needed to be able to move around quickly and talk to people and like make things happen. And also, I just thought it was funny to play a witch hunter in a setting where I knew there was going to be a lot of witches. I was like, that'll be goofy. That'll be funny. And I need to make him comedic. So he's not like an edgelord, like steals the scene because he's got to come in here and be like, oh, now I'm going to kill everybody and be like a murder hobo, right? Like I knew he had to be a character that was going to be there to laugh at and not be afraid of. And I think I did that okay. I definitely had a lot of inspirations for the character. But the large one was Laszlo from What We Do in the Shadows. But there was a little bit of Caesar or Cesare in there from Big Top Burger. And just my own flair, my own fun to have on it. People thought you were actually going to persecute witches when you were the mayor. Yeah, no, that was never the point. And it is, honestly, I have a couple thoughts on that, which is funny because like originally I didn't plan on being on the server very long. I had a lot of shit going on and I was really busy and I didn't think I was going to be there for long. So I planned on either just kind of being there and being funny and then disappearing, or being there, being funny and then dying. And running for mayorship was probably a bad move. And I don't know if I would have made that decision. Like in a vacuum. I don't know if I would have made that decision. Does that make sense? Like, I feel like that was a decision that was made just because I don't know, I was in the moment, I was goofing off and I was having a good time. And I felt like the character would do that. And then having the whole Matsune Hiku arc changing the way he was running for mayorship, actually helping him win mayorship instead of being, I don't know, like obviously laughed off the stage when he's like, I plan to persecute witches, was maybe a mistake. I remember slapping myself metaphorically. Like I was like, damn it, dude, damn it. I was so mad I didn't just kill him off when the assassination attempt happened. And I remember walking away from the computer that night and I was like, damn it, dude, I should have just stayed dead. That would have been so fucking funny. That would have been so fucking funny to just be dead. Like, win mayorship, die. I'm glad I didn't, because I'm glad for the memories I made and the people I got to talk to and goofing around and stuff, but I feel like the character arc and narrative would have been incredibly comedic to die right there. But I just wasn't fast enough on the uptake. I didn't think about it fast enough, I guess. I was like, my brain immediately went to, what would Clifford say if he, like, had an assassination attempt? And it's like, oh, was it really cool? Did I do a cool flip? And that was funny, but it would have been funnier if I just stayed dead, dude. That would have been so fucking funny. And also, it would have been a good way to step out of the server so I could focus on all the work I had and stuff like that. But I'm glad, looking back, that I didn't, because I had so much more fun for the next couple days, and I was glad to be a part of that. I'm really sad I didn't get to be there for, like, a lot of the real closure of things, like, you know, the big conflicts kind of coming to a head, and obviously for, like, the post day that everybody had where they got on after the server was already, like, done. I'm sad I missed those, and I've got a lot of FOMO. I think the funny thing about this server and about this experience is that even the people who were there have FOMO. Like, even the people who experienced it day one to day close have FOMO because they didn't get to experience everything. But I think in a way that's what makes the server and the experience so beautiful, right? Like, it mirrors life in that no matter how much you pack into your life, no matter how much you experience, you're still missing out on things. You can't avoid that. It happens. You can't do everything. You can't live your life doing all the things you want to do, because choosing to do one thing is inherently choosing not to do another. And revisiting the server, spoiler, by the way, for those of you who have already seen the thank yous, I took a bunch of screenshots of the VCraft server because I downloaded the world file, and I went back and looked at a bunch of people's builds and houses and was just kind of going down memory lane and being a little sad, a little emotional about the server, but also how that correlates to the journey I've had as an idol and things I've missed out on and things I participated in and things I didn't get to participate in. So yeah, I went and took a bunch of screenshots of that with Clifford Rolexis. So if you haven't seen your thank you card, go check it out. Anyway, it made me realize there were so many, like, narratives and story arcs and people's personal, like, projects and character, like, you know, growths that I just never got to see. I never got to experience. And of course, my first instinct is to be sad about that. Like, oh man, I wish I would have engaged with this person or talked to this person or seen this story or, like, witnessed this thing happen. And it's like, yeah, dude, of course you wish that. Everybody wishes that all the time in life. But, like, I got to see a lot of cool stuff. I got to be central to a lot of cool things. In a way, I wish I was less central sometimes, so I could have, like, kind of just watched other people's things happen. Or focused more on individual narratives in a way instead of being so spread thin across so many people. But I still really cherish that. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. But, of course, I still have FOMO. Even though I was there, I have FOMO. Exactly, Orthon, exactly. Anyway, sorry, I got way off topic there. Suffice to say, I really enjoyed my time on VCraft. I thought it was a lot of fun. I liked Clifford Rolexis. He was a funny character. He was designed to be comedic. He ended up becoming kind of a mentor, wise man type figure because I couldn't figure out what to do with him after he ended up being mayor, which partially made me regret winning mayorship. I was like, fuck, man. I have inherently made this character, to a degree, more important than he should be because he's a joke. He's essentially a joke. And simultaneously, I have hampered the ability to be an antagonistic force because in a position of power, if I'm an antagonistic force, I'm just a dick. So I'm like, damn it, dude, what do I do with this guy? So he kind of slid into being a sort of accidentally wise man, still kind of a emotionally stunted dipshit that was funny, but not for the reasons I wanted him to be. Which was cool. It was interesting, but yeah. Oh, hey, Lan. Also, hi, Bluebell again. I got home in time to say, I think the best thing about your character, despite being spread thin, was that Clifford still involved himself in the little stories and noticed a lot of things about people. And I have to say, I really, really, really appreciate it, though. Stop. I mean, yeah, duh. That's Clifford. Duh. Yes, that's the. That's called acting, because I would never do that. That's all Clifford. Didn't the movie imply the concert was part of the story? Everyone had a collective dream that bolstered their resolve during battle. Ah, yes, that's true. The mayor was on an idol arc to power everybody up. Duh. Man, there's so many little stories I wanted to see more of. Dude, I really want to. Oh God, I have such a hankering to roleplay again. And there's this character I really want to play, but I shouldn't. But man, I wanna. Oh yeah, and the way everybody paused to watch the concert. Everybody's so nice. Everybody's so fucking nice all the time. Gross, disgusting, ew, nice people, yuck, gross. Dude, okay, so there's this character I've been playing around with in the back of my head. Nah, I shouldn't spoil it. Never mind. God damn it. The thing is, I'm torn right now because there's this character I really want to like. I've been bouncing a concept around in my head, and it's actually a character I played in the past when I was a DM. There was a character that didn't show up a ton, but he was part of a 3-year-long D&D campaign, the only one I've ever run long form. And it's inspired largely by that character, but it's also inspired largely by Silco from Arcane. And I really want to play this character so bad, but I'm like, I shouldn't talk about it too much because I definitely have some thoughts on him. But if I say what I want to say about the character, I'll reveal too much about him and it won't be enough. It won't be fun for you guys to experience him, and I want you to experience him in real time. The problem I'm torn with is I might never get a chance to play that character. So then it just dies and you never get to hear about it, and that sucks. Thank you, Lynn. We gotta get into more RP servers. We gotta do it. Oh, thank you, Rachel. Thank you. Val, thank you for being a bruiser. More RP, please. Okay, but I don't want to inundate you guys with RP either. I don't want that to be like my only content. That's the struggle of being a variety content creator. I want to do holo marches. I want to do role play servers. I want to play so many different games. I want to do book clubs. God, there's so much all the time. Amare, thank you for 19 months. Dude, I want to play a villain really bad, actually. I think I could. I want to challenge myself to play a character who's not inherently comedic. I still want to have comedic beats. I just think that's just part of who I am. I can't help it. I'm a little shithead. I like to stir the pot. I like to subvert expectations. I like to get a chuckle out of people. And I think my brain runs too fast not to be a little bit verbose and wordy and try to like say some sardonic shit. But I want to play somebody who can be a little bit slower paced, a little bit more measured, and be a little bit more serious, and challenge myself not to make a big joke out of it. I do have middle child energy and I can't get away from it. I want to play a villain so bad. I think I could do it pretty good. Would you get into voice acting if you were given the chance? Yeah, I'd give it a shot. I don't see why not. Lan, I'm not fucking kidding. Sign me the fuck up. I will play Mappa Imperium in a heartbeat. I've played that with other people. I actually played Mappa Imperium 2 years ago with my mom. And she's not a board game person, or she's never played a TTRPG in her life, but you know, she likes occasionally partaking in like fantasy like novels and stuff. So I convinced her to play Mappa Imperium with me once. It was very fun. It was cute. I've also played it with some acquaintances once. Not friends, because I don't have any friends, but I played it with some acquaintances. That was a lot, man. It was 4 of us. It took forever, dude, but it was cool. Yeah, don't threaten me with a good time. I'll go crazy. I will go crazy. Anyway, let's talk a little bit more about VCraft and what I thought about it. So I thought it was a lot of fun. I do somewhat regret not killing Clifford off during the election. I think that would have been a really good narrative closure, but also as a selfish person, as Ruze, I'm really happy I didn't, because I'm glad I got to be a part of that server as long as I did and experience so many things I got to experience. Yeah. So that's what I think about Clifford. As far as everybody else's narratives, there were so many really cool things going on, and there were so many like little pocket stories and like personal things people were working on. One of my big regrets is I never built anything cool, because now I've been playing the Cottage Witch server on like my acquaintances server, and I've been playing with all my buddies, and I've been building these like really big, elaborate, beautiful builds, and there's so many cool things you can clutter your builds with, and so many like minor little things you could set to like cluster builds and make them feel lived in. And I've been playing with the create mod and messing with the machines and stuff, and it just tickles the like satisfactory part of my brain that wants to play that game. Oh my, it's so fun. It's so fun. I want to. I wish I had done one cool build to show the others on the server instead of just living out of my tent forever. It's true, the mayor did promise a water slide, and he never did deliver. The tent was funny. I don't give a shit. That was funny as hell. I am a little sad that I took that hill. I think there could have been a cool build up there, and I just stole it for a stupid tent. The scandal. Fucking politicians, man. Okay, I did Super Hell. You know what? I'm gonna say it. That's the coolest fucking thing ever. Clifford Rolexus might not be a wizard, but me, Crimzon motherfucking Rulez, I might be the smartest man alive. I'm not sorry. I'm so my brain's so fucking massive. Dude. Don't ever give me magic. Don't ever give me magic. If you give me a way to fuck around, I will make you find out. I will find a way to break your fucking magic system in a way that's gonna make you go, what? You can do that? You know what I resisted doing that I could have done? I was 2 steps away from making permanent runes around people's front doors that would teleport them to Super Hell if they stepped on it. The way I could have thought with portals to make the world's most evil contraptions, dude, Super Hell was the gentlest thing I could have done. I could have made so many terrible fucking torturous devices to fuck with people. That's true. It was so fun to push myself for the event. It was so fun. I was booging out. I'm sorry. It's true. We sacrificed Clifford so Ruze could live. Token Nebula, think of it 22. 22 months. That's crazy. Dude, I wanted to... Oh, my God. The... The way I almost went crazy. I wish I saw a lot of people discover your secret witch base. I should have put traps in my witch base in retrospect, dude. I always knew you were a wizard. I'm not a wizard, Mr. Gooseberry. I'm not. Also, thank you for a full month. But I'm not a wizard because I'd be too dangerous if you let me be a wizard. I can already smell wizards when they're invisible. You don't need to give me the power to use their magic, dude. The fact the first thing that came to my mind was a way to crash somebody's PC using portal magic is just note enough. Note enough that I shouldn't be given. I can't be trusted, dude. I can't be trusted. You can't trust me. I'm holding back my power because I would be a monster. I was built to hurt people and I stopped myself. I've got too much gremlin energy. My mind goes to mischief. I can't help it. The moment you give me tools, my brain's like, how can I use this to fuck with people? And it's all of my power at all times, holding myself back like a fucking werewolf, waiting to get out. But I'm not trying to fucking eat people. I'm just trying to chase them around and scare them really bad. I'm just trying to watch them be like, ah, fuck, damn it, Ruze. Like, there's the part of me that's like, super concerned with whether or not people are having a good time and whether or not I'm like annoying them too much or being too much, that holds back my urge to be like the world's worst, most torturous motherfucking gremlin, just constantly like setting little traps and goofs and gas. And I think I toe the line pretty well of never stepping over that line and super like fucking with someone, but god damn it, my brain is tuned to fuck with people. It's all I know. The first thought that comes to my mind is, here's how I can mess shit up. And the second thought is, all right, now how can you do that in a way that's not truly mean? Oh, thank you for the chip, by the way. Dude, the way... Time for villain RP. Dude, let me unchain me. Unchain me. Let me be a villain. Unlock me. Watch how fast I fuck shit up. Flashback to you in the Rust collab with the other Stars-EN guys and fully sabotaging your own base just to blame it on Axel. Dude, that was funny as fuck. I don't care. I might have pushed it a little far on that one. I do think I might have pushed it a little bit far on that one, but it was so fucking funny. I was so jealous of Imp the whole time. Every time Imp was fucking with people, I was like, man, I want to fuck with people. I was living vicariously through Imp. I was like, I want to. I was going fucking every time fucking Imp and fucking Michelangelo / Richard / Guadalupe were fucking messing with people. I was like, I want to mess with people, dude. I want to mess with people so bad. I gotta control myself. I gotta control myself. I can't help it. I can't help it. But I was like, no, I can't let it out of I can't. I gotta be Clifford. I can't be Ruze right now. I gotta hold on. But I was barking. I was barking on the inside. My fucking inner wolf was howling aggressively like, damn it! I've got the dark urge from Baldur's Gate 3 in me, but he just wants to, like, I don't know, tie people's shoelaces together or, like, pocket a pen and then shrug when someone's like, wait, where's my pen? Like, I don't want to kill anybody. I mean, maybe sometimes I do want to, like, put on a scary mask and chase someone down and watch them panic for a bit, but I'm not going to stab them. I just want to see them be like, ah! And I want to be like, ah! And then I'm like, okay, never mind, Sawi. It was just a prank. Make a trickster guy next time. Okay, so the thing the thing is, there was enough tricksters to go around, right? Like, we didn't need another one of those. And I think that's often what I'm trying to do, is try not to step on anybody's toes or take up a role that I know is more likely to be taken by somebody else in a role play. But I think I want to challenge myself to play a villain next time. Maybe not a trickster. I think I want to play somebody a little bit more subdued. I think I want to see if I can make it work. I want to try. Ankle biter energy for sure. I really gotta make you blue so I can see you in chat better. When you possessed the chest and told Boo put items in me, did I do that? My bad. Did I say that? Man, I'd be saying some shit. Sorry, my fault. Ruze really is the hide of Clifford's Jekyll. True. You thought Clifford was a bad guy because he hunts witches. Clifford's pretty well adjusted. I'm the part of him that's waiting to come, like, roaring out to fuck with people. Hide and hider. Yeah, so that's the other thing, Killogs, is to be a serious villain, you kind of need people who are ready to be invested in a relatively serious roleplay, and that can be difficult. I will say that a sub-note that went into Clifford, like going in with a purposely comedic character, is in some ways a safety mechanism or a bit of a crutch that I was leaning on. I wasn't sure what the vibes are, and every other RP server I've been a part of, while still fun, I would like to very carefully emphasize this right now, every other RP server I've been a part of as an idol has been fun, but incredibly unserious. And that's fine. It's just usually it's dick jokes and killing each other on repeat. And that's okay. That's fine. I went in with a plan for a character who could participate in that. And then I course corrected into a character who could participate while being silly, but still be a part of a more serious narrative. The problem is if you design a character who's supposed to be serious and literally nobody else is, that is a lot harder to course correct than a silly character who can later become serious. But yes, Rust and GTA were all very silly. Dark Lord Crescent Razor Moon. You guys like all my dumb CR names? If GTA or Rust, play a celebrity and I'll be your bodyguard boss. Ooh, celebrity bodyguard? That'd be kind of funny. That'd be kind of funny. I feel like I struggle with role-playing in GTA because it inherently feels like there's not a lot to get done. So it's just a lot of killing each other. Which is fine. That's funny too. We love the crew in this house. The crew's pretty funny. Can I be the secretary? Are we creating a crime organization? You guys want to start a crime? You guys want to start a crime organization? Are you getting this shit, documentary crew? Yeah, Mint Juice, I call them the crew. Any character that's not part of my canon lore, but has been a roleplay character, is a CR name. They're part of the crew. Capital CR. Mm-hmm. Is there anything akin to a D&D session 0 to set the vibe of the server to test out character ideas? Not as far as I know. I went into the test run of the VCraft server, and I was kind of just quiet trying to suss out the vibes, but everybody was obviously busy working on technical stuff, so there's no character energy for me to get. And I was already starting to like settle in on being a witch hunter at that point, but once I recognized the slingshot existed, I was like, this is going to be a funny fucking bit. I remember during the tech test, I was literally just slingshotting everywhere, kind of ignoring actually tech testing, which my bad, but I was having too much fun. And I was like, I gotta mess around with this slingshot. True is just Crimzon Rulez. Ew. True. They call me Two Toes Larry. They call me... Slingshot! For what it's worth, I almost feel like the serious moments hit harder because you were a little silly as a base. The moment with Calvin about living while being nervous and almost being never was really striking. I'm glad you liked that, Zuna, and thank you for the soup. I will say slingshot, while being a very good catchphrase and like iconic bit, also made a really good way to cut things off quickly if things started getting slow or awkward, or the story needed to move along, or pacing was starting to die down. It was a really, really good tool to move narrative, or more often I would use it as a way to remove myself from a situation I recognized I had no business being in. Like if I popped up and I started talking to people and I recognized, oh shit, they were actually just having a conversation, it was serious, or they were like trying to move their own narrative along, or it seems like they're invested in what they're doing. It was an easy way for me to be like, actually, I can just peace out of this. Like I can just dip out. It's all good. And it's still very in character for me to just drop out and be gone. Or if I felt like there were two characters that I thought would be interesting to roleplay together, but Clifford had no part in that, or I needed to get somewhere, it was easy for me to be like, actually, if I graciously step out of this situation, I say graciously like I'm tooting my own horn. What I mean is if I willingly step out of the situation, I can leave these two characters together to have space to actually like engage in each other's narrative without this silly little guy kind of just being a disrupting like comedy force when comedy's not needed in this situation. I wish I could slingshot away from conversations. Fuck, me too. Hell yeah. Anyway, yeah, that's my thoughts on VCraft. I really loved it. Everybody's characters were so cool, man. And you know one thing that's unsung about it, having gone back and played a bunch of the Cottage Witch mod now, the fact that so many people engaged with so many different parts of that mod pack, and it wasn't like pre-planned. No one was like, okay, these are the engineers, and these are the wizards, and these are like the people who are engaging in farming, or like whatever they're doing, or like Lan engaging in the art side of things. None of that was planned. But so many people dug into so many different aspects of the mod pack just organically on their own. That was so fucking crazy cool that just happened to be the case. It would have been so easy and so much more likely that everybody was a wizard, that all they did was magic, that's all they bothered messing with, or everybody just played with the create mod and that's all they did. But it wasn't that. Everybody dove into their own things, and while I barely touched the surface of that mod pack, even that was interesting because it meant I had to try and survive in a world of people who were very modded while I was mostly relying on, like, the vanilla Minecraft crossbow. It was fun and interesting to see the world from that perspective. I don't know, it's just really cool. The fishing! Fucking engaging in the fishing was cool. Engaging in, like, the art, the pixel art side of things because of the mod that involves, like, using the canvases and stuff. Engaging in the auto farming or engaging in the different cooking mods and things like that through, like, the Lion's Den. And, of course, obviously, breadways. Just so many cool different, like, aspects that people latched onto organically without being told to. And it felt so lived in and real because of that. Shioni, thank you for being a Ruzader. Did I try painting? I haven't tried it yet. No. You know, I keep thinking back and I'm like, was there a way to make Clifford truly a threat to any of the wizards on the server? And aside from the portal magic, probably not. If I hadn't gone down the Witchblade arc, he would have been a threat to no one. Because no matter how dangerous I make those crossbows, they still have travel times, and having experienced the magic myself, oh my god, is it easy to dodge out of people's way? Wow, you would be very hard to hit. I mean, I'm a good shot, but that would be tough. I've never cried in my life. Was there a moment with Clifford that stuck with you the most? I think there's moments I wish I would have been able to dive deeper into. I wish I could have gone, if I had had those extra 2 days that I had to leave, I think exploring Clifford's ties to divinity and heritage and the end would have been very cool, and I probably would have mastered portal magic, especially because portal magic is not a real thing that exists in that mod pack. It is entirely how creative can you be with the blink spell, the rune spell, and enchantments on your gear. And I think I could have made Clifford an incredibly dangerous sort of Batman-esque character who himself was not gifted in magic, but was gifted with the concept of other dimensions, and he would have been sort of an end wizard. He would have been like a sort of like an Enderman in a way, and that would have been really cool. Okay, but that clip where you 180 almost hit the invisible wizard was gas. That was Hunt Showdown 100%. Don't get it twisted. That was me that was my ears clicking. My very normal, very average human ears going off. I was like, I hear something. That was gas. I ain't even sorry. That was the coolest moment Clifford's ever had. And I'll say that was maybe 60% me, but there was some witch hunter in there. I was possessed for a moment. Clifford stopped being a character for a second. I was Clifford. Thanks, Kotor. Thank you for 4 months. Sick, because I couldn't hear anything. My ears are always tuned to hear someone creeping around because I play too much Hunt. Also, because I'm a paranoid motherfucking freaking real life. I'm the type of guy who sleeps with a knife under his pillow. I'm the type of guy who, when driving, like, I'll be driving, you know, like when we were kids or whatever, my older sister would drive me around, and I'm telling you, I could spot a deer in the dark fucking 300 meters out, no problem. I mean, pinpricks of light from the eyes. I'm like, deers. Like, my sister would be like, what? I'd be like, deers. 3 deers. 1 laying down, 2 standing up. And it'd be like a full 40 seconds before we got close enough to get to them. I hear shit in the dark quick. I was born to play Hunt. I've got fucking banger dark vision and banger hearing, and those are my only claims to fame. And also, acute paranoia. Was bro raised in the woods? Yeah. Didn't you used to sleep with a knife under your pillow too? Yeah, I got past that. I'm better now. I'm better now. About 4 or 5 years ago, I stopped doing that. But yes, I used to... I didn't... I'm sure I've told this story before, so I'll keep it brief. I did not just sleep with a knife under my pillow. I slept gripping a knife under my pillow. Like, my hand would not move from that knife for the entire... Like, I would fall asleep holding it under the pillow. I would wake up, hand still wrapped around the handle. Like... Since I've been a boy, I have not moved when I sleep. I sleep corpse-like. My parents used to make fun of me and say I was a little vampire because I would clasp my hands in like prayer style over my chest because I was really cold as a kid all the time. I was always cold. So I would like clasp my hands prayer style over my chest and fall asleep like that, and I would wake up like that. And my parents would always be like, Ruze, what are you, a little fucking vampire? Why do you sleep like that? I'm like, I don't know, dude. And they're like, how do you not roll around? How do you not move? I'm like, I don't know. I go to sleep one way, I wake up the same way. So then once the paranoia set in, I started sleeping with a knife. I would fall asleep holding it, wake up holding it. It was goofy as hell, stupid as hell. Hey, congratulations, honeybees. Let's go. Can't wait to hear you yap in my ears during my 9 to 5. Hey, congrats. It is not an easy feat to be employed in the current job market, so well done. Average DPS behavior, true. I'm always waiting to maximize my DPS on the charts. Yeah, vampires are cold too. Well, okay, listen. I'm clearly not a vampire. I have aged, all right? I grew up. I said when I was a kid, my parents would make that joke. I'm not a vampire. Look at my normal human teeth. See? You see my teeth? Look at my normal human ears. I'm not a vampire. Will I tell the new Zaters about the bear tent? They'll have to hear that story another time. I can't retell all my stories today. That's too much. That's too much. What the fuck is an elf vampire? I'm not an elf. I'm not a demon. I'm not a Varvoof. I'm not a vampire. I'm just a guy. I'm just a regular guy. And I'm 76 and dead. That's true. What else are I going to say about VCraft? I've been thinking about it a lot lately, obviously. There's so many things I FOMO about now. I'm like, I could have been such a cool wind wizard who didn't use lightning magic and just used wind spells and did tons of knockback. I've got this spell where I blast somebody up in the air and then I throw them backwards super far and then I gravity drop them. That shit's fucking hilarious too. And you can hit them with a wind shear on the way. That's funny. Am I a goblin? I might be a goblin. All right, you guys caught me. I'm a were elf-pyre. On the full moon, I turn into an elven vampire demon. / angel. / lead singer of a Midwest emo band. But only on the full moon. Why is that what I come back to? You're welcome. I was going to say something else and I can't remember what it was. Man, that bothers me. I hate that feeling. I hate that feeling. The worst cryptid lead singer of Midwest emo band. True. Original OC, please do not take. Hi, everybody. My name's Crescent Razormoon, and I'm a... Actually, Crescent Razormoon was a vampire, and that was funny. Or he thought he was a vampire. He was role-playing a vampire. I was role-playing a guy role-playing a thing, and that was funny. You turned into my OC that I made when I was 12? Yep. Dude, I'm really trying to remember what I was going to say about VCraft. I'm struggling here. Bro, the Stealth Day Rabid Mutt, I'll be honest, that was completely self-indulgent, but God, I loved it. I fucking loved that shit. It was so funny. Wearing that stupid hood and just throwing ender pearls around. Once again, no magic, just tools. It was so funny. That was so fun. I wish I'd seen that from other perspectives. That shit was hilarious. Oh, now that I remember to ask, was that your damn runes on the entrance to Breadways? Yep. I started putting runes that only blinked you forward a little bit in the entrance to doorways, but that came back to bite me in the ass because I accidentally apparently teleported Omi and Nabubu through a fucking infinite cavern. I put traps in Nabubu's house being like, this will be funny, and I didn't realize that the way the blink spell works is it will always output. It works like the same gameplay logic as Flash in League of Legends, where if you teleport and you hit the max distance, but you're inside of a block, it will always put you out on the other end, no matter how far that is. So I thought I was being a little ha-ha hee-hee and teleporting Omi like a few blocks forward when he was chasing me as Stealth Man. I teleported him through like 40 blocks and into a cave in the pitch darkness with monsters all around. I was like, oh, oops. And then I left traps into Boo Boo's house thinking, aha, I'll teleport it through the cliff. And it teleported her into a different cave, like 50 blocks deep. I was like, ah, shit. I learned the hard way how the logic of that spell works. I was like, oh, oopsies. It's true. I jumped on my own trap, and that's how I found out that's what it did to people. I'm a menace even when I didn't mean to be. It's true. Man. God, there's so many cool, like... oh, so many cool narrative arcs. Also accidentally finding the Breadway's secret stash before it was revealed because I saw a name through a wall and teleported through the wall and ended up in the like fucking room with all the golden emeralds. I was like, whoa. Oh, Cronwitch says, sorry for the sidetrack, but beside watching the Queen of the Damned movie, check out the soundtrack. While the songs are sang by Jonathan Davis, Cron, in the movie, the same songs are sang by other rock singers. Chester Bennington, ooh, Linkin Park, let's go. David Dryman, oh, Wayne Static. To name a few. One of my favorite soundtracks in movies besides all the hate it gets. Rip Alia played the Queen in the movie. Queen of the Damned. Okay, well, thank you for the double soup, by the way, and thank you for the advice. I want to look into it. Dude, my brain immediately read Kron and just accepted the word Kron. I didn't even autocorrect it to corn. I'm so dumb. Anyway, corn. Got it. Awesome. Thank you. It's the sequel to Interview with the Vampire? I didn't know that had a sequel. That's crazy. Did you get FOMO when they finally fought the wizard? You better fucking believe I had FOMO when they finally fought the wizard. I spent all that time making that prison and all I had to do was be like, boop. I could have ended that fight in a heartbeat. Actually, the plan was to make... I think I'm glad I went with a enchanted sword, but the original plan was to get to a point where I could make an enchanted crossbow that had a homing arrow that guaranteedly transported someone with the blink spell. Which was so fucking evil, and in retrospect would have been an incredibly anticlimactic use of that fight, so I'm glad I didn't. But oh my god, would that have been like a... chef's kiss use of that blink spell. Thanks, Alana. Don't worry. One of these days I'll disappoint you. Thank you, Sykes. Thank you for 22 months and welcome. Well, that's true, Whisper. I did have to get help to make the Super Hell portal finally work. However, I would have had 2 more days to experiment with it instead of trying to speedrun it at the end. Which was so sad. I was trying to get to the point where I could get the blink spell on my own and craft enchanted gear on my own, but I couldn't get there in time. I was trying to turn into like a Batman type character who just had a bunch of enchanted magical gear, but didn't use the spell book. True. Missing the epic battle due to Everglow was funny. It was very funny in relation to a character who's related to Father Time, I find that amusing that he's often late or misses things. It's his dad fucking with him. Dude, the whole arc with the Church of Chat was super cool and super interesting to watch on the side. And obviously their beef with the Church of Yuri was interesting. Seeing the Maid Cafe come together, obviously the Adventurers Guild thing, and all of the Knights of Ours was pretty interesting. Obviously Vitruvius being like a big facilitator of that entire arc for all of those people. Calvin's quest becoming like so central to that plot, but still being its own thing. It felt like honestly the Knights of Ours was interesting because it felt like well-written D&D villains in that it had layers, but it wasn't all reliant on one person. Everybody had their own like individual motives for why they were sort of on that team or whatever, right? So, for example, I think obviously Vitruvius had like the history of his father that made him like kind of like try to live up to that, and that made him a bit cross, and then obviously dealing with like a universe that had no consequences for actions made him struggle with like the need to control that and like make sure that, you know, there was an orderly method to things while living up to the legacy of a all-powerful, abusive sorcerer. But then Calvin coming in and not necessarily having anything to do with Vitruvius, but having his own parental issues, and that tying into the attention and support and sort of like, not justification, but the sort of like affirmation he was getting from Vitruvius is a good villain, because it makes a good sort of dragon type character to the villain that acts as like another powerful subordinate or lieutenant that is not devoid of his own reasons. Like he's not just cackling and being like, I love being evil and I'm the lieutenant. Like he's got his own reasons he belongs there. Same with like Roy's character, obviously, and and the guild leader for the Heroes Guild being evil. It's just so many cool things happening all at once. Having Merryweather's character turn around and go from like I'm gonna be a capitalist to I'm gonna be a wizard to actually destructive magic is bad and now I'm an earth wizard and I build things and I'm not gonna fight. I'm like, dude, that's so many good arcs. So many good arcs. And then even the quiet, like, narratives, you know what I mean? Like, Land's whole narrative to go from, like, someone who, like, escaped a capitalist nightmare, which would have been funny to watch interface with Merryweather's original stated goal of creating a capitalist nightmare, to becoming, like, somebody who just kind of, like, embraced art and joy and beauty in an inherently ephemeral world. Or Zealand going from someone who was kind of divorced from the server in a way, and was kind of quietly on his own thing, and eventually becoming such an important part of the community, which, again, FOMO that I had to miss out on that whole meeting and him becoming an important part of, like, the narrative of the town versus Vitruvius thing. I missed out on all of that. That sucked. That was really cool, though, that became such an important part of the story and that he, like, committed to, like, his characters leaving. I don't know. Yeah, Granny's entire arc relating to, like, Malum and Calvin. So many good things. So many cool things happening, dude. Yeah, so many quiet arcs too. So many people just going through their own, like if you look at it, there's so many slice of life arcs happening at the same time as all these dramatic big moment things. Like obviously there's the wizards versus the town, and there's like the Heroes Guild, and there's these people who are trying to like become great adventurers, and then there's this little old grandma who's just making jams and just like becomes attached to her neighbors. Crazy, dude. So cute that there's like all of these other small arcs playing out, or like the fucking the spa being made, or a tavern being built across from like or being built like near the rail station, a fucking train getting made. Just so many cool things, dude. Clifford Alexis, son of Father Time, giving out sage advice and sometimes being a little dill. I get it, a little dill. Dude, I missed out on all of Lucian's arc and most of Roscoe's. Clifford was unaware that he was central to their plot against Vitruvius for a bit. Clifford thought he was like I was clearly aware he was being manipulated to some degree and that there was some sort of like greater conspiracy going on, but was mostly seeing that as like a part of his own plot about discovering like his heritage. And that came in at such a perfect moment that tied into Clifford's sort of revelations that Nabubu helped him reach. But to him meant like growing as a person. But to Roscoe meant sabotaging Vitruvius. And that was interesting because Clifford was being a part of another plot without ever actually participating in it. And Roscoe unknowingly was furthering Clifford, kind of becoming less of a terrible person without meaning to. And that's funny that those two stories just slam into each other without actually having anything to do with each other. I love that shit. I love that emergent narrative shit. I'm pretty sure Gale was originally planning on killing Clifford or trying to supersede him, and I think that would have been a funny arc, but I think it's almost funnier that Gale actually did end up being loyal. That was so fun. Gale was such a funny guy to play off of. Like, our comedy just lines up pretty perfectly, and I love that. I love that. The scene with Boog was so... that was cute. That was a moment, I think, where I was excited to be able to roleplay with someone I hadn't had a chance to roleplay with, but also give Clifford, because of his anonymity at that moment, a chance to be serious and have an introspective scene with somebody like that. I think Clifford needed a moment to have a scene with somebody who, up until then, had been seen as very comedic as well. And I think that was cool. That's fun. Is there an instance in VCraft that you would want to do instead if you could go back? I wish I hadn't missed the 2 days of the closure for everybody's narratives, but that's just selfish FOMO of me. I think that, honestly, a lot of narratives closed out better for the absence of Clifford than they would have had Clifford been there. So I'm kind of, in a way, I'm glad, but obviously I'm selfishly, like, somewhat jealous. And I do think it would have been a better narrative closure for Clifford if he had died during the election. But I'm glad I didn't do that. So no, I don't think I'd really change anything. Dude, the invisibility was fun, but I think it was funnier to just put on a hood so people didn't know who I was and just run around with my stupid fucking Ender eyes, even though they could see my outfit because of the way the mod works. Thanks, Agent. I didn't know I had a passion for RP, really, if I'm being so honest with you, but I'm glad. I'm glad. All right, give me a second. I got to order a pizza. You guys just wait there. You guys wait right there. Don't even think about moving. Sarah, think of 22 months of being a jackass. That's fair. You can always watch the VODs. Don't worry. They're almost as entertaining, I think. In fact, I would say they might be just as entertaining. My toppings, extra pepperoni. Extra pepperoni. Yum, 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 yummy. Hey, Flayon! Thank you for the raid. Hello, Maki Runes, and welcome in. I didn't do the intro at the beginning, and that's my fault, but I'll do it now. Hi, I'm Crimzon Rulez. I'm Elysium's greatest monster hunter. I'm your least favorite idol, and I'm the Midwest fantasy VTuber. And today, I'm just yapping a lot. I'm just yapping. So, that's the jam. Hi. How'd your stream go? What'd you get up to today? I'm also ordering pizza right now, so you'll have to give me a moment. Ooh, how far are you in ZA? What level are you, roughly? And which Pokemon did you name Ruze? Oh, you got a Pokemon named Gerard? Interesting. Interesting. It's Tyrant, isn't it? Yeah, I know Flayon hates Paris, because Flayon has bad taste in Pokemon. It's fine. I don't know if Meriwether knew it, or if you realized he was the first and last person that Clifford interacted with during the VCraft story. He played a big part in the story. It's true. It's true. There's a lot of tie-in to, Moneyweather / Magic Weather. Yes, Haka has a Sableye named Ruze, which is very cute. That's not a bug type, actually. It's Ghost Dark, I believe. Crocodile. Okay, that's a good Gerard. Actually, that's a really good Gerard mon. That's pretty clever. I like that. Man. All right, hold on. I gotta let me finish ordering this. Just everybody just talk amongst yourselves. Entertain each other for a minute. I don't have time for this. Laugh at each other's jokes. Bye. I'll be back. I gotta go order this. What do you think about Clifford's future or the rest of his life? Where do you think he went? Or what do you think he did after everything that happened? If you answered this already, sorry. I did not, but I'll answer that when I come back. Remind me. Thank you for the soup. All right, asshole. Stop gossiping. I'm back. Hello. Oh, you're giving lore? Uh-huh, I'm sure. And you're being very honest about it too, right? I ordered a pizza. Thank you, Kronos. Also, I loved your actual character movements in Minecraft. It had so much impact to the comedy, from head movements to little twirls and pacing about. Thanks! Thanks, I'm always thinking about the way my characters are moving in the game. I didn't cut my hair. I took off my extensions and smoothed it back. No, I'm just kidding. We talked about soups and chips. What's wrong with that? Somebody said something about gap moe. And that's not true. I don't have any gap moe. Not a tsundere. There's no gap moe. I just hate everyone and everything. And that's just the reality of it. And you just got to accept it. Oh, yeah, the rain timing. All right, listen. We've talked a lot about VCraft and how cool it was. And it was cool. I don't hate bugs. Bugs are sick. Okay, I hate bugs a little bit. Because I hate everything. But I hate them less than I hate everybody else. What frilly cat? All right, listen. Let's not bring up my past here, okay? Okay. I've got new cool acquaintances that cannot experience the tragedy of my entire history as an idol. Sometimes you got to do things for your job that you regret looking back. Ghost Cat, thanks for 6 months, half a year. Wink wonk. Oh, that's right, where Clifford is now. So the way I see it, Clifford has one of two directions he could go in. And I think the happy ending is he stays the mayor and becomes a big part of the community and learns to find light and love and acceptance in that space. But I think the reality is Clifford is, despite his wisdom and his goofy voice, probably not even that old of a guy. I imagine Clifford probably gets out there and experiences what it means to be a witchblade. I think Clifford, if I had to guess, does not sit well with authority, or rather does not sit well in a position of authority. He's just not really... He's good at giving advice. I don't think he's good at leading, per se. So I think that Clifford would probably be the type of person who eventually relinquished or just totally ditched like a fucking stupid teenager sneaking out at night. He'd probably stop being the mayor after a while and probably disappear from the town for a bit. I'm sure he'd check in once in a while, but I think he'd probably be the type of person who goes out and continues being an air quotes witch hunter, but he'd be a witchblade now and use that to try to probably do good in the world and probably make a lot of mistakes and get in a lot of fights he doesn't need to be in. Yeah, he's also just not... I don't think he's the type of character that's, used to people, I guess, willingly engaging with him. You gotta understand, the character himself is still, or was, at least for a few years, a witch hunter, right? So he probably spent a lot of time being relatively disliked by basically everyone. So having people run up to him and try to talk to him, or in any way want to engage with him, is probably jarring to a degree, despite being a funny guy. So I'm sure there's a sense of being out of his element or being socially on the back foot constantly when people want to talk to him. And that probably is uncomfortable enough that it makes him want to run away. That's not healthy. That's not the right way to confront it, but it's probably what he would do. Yeah. Zico, thank you for the soup. Hey, Ruze, sorry to drop in. Just wanted to say I got an award for my acting on my very first solo cosplay. Let's go! On my very first solo cosplay skit. Thanks for me the courage to try. Orion, thank you for 22 months of being a jackass. And congratulations. Well deserved. Sometimes all it takes is trying. Congrats, congrats, congrats. Ah, tasty. I finished my stamina potion. Clifford messed up his teleport magic, so he sent to another server and has to start over again if there's a VCraft 2. So if there was a VCraft 2, I would almost certainly not play Clifford Rulez. Only because I would want the opportunity to continue somebody else's story and let Clifford be done. But if I did play Clifford Rulez again, I think it would be funny to purposely play him backwards and do like a Benjamin Button type thing where he stepped out of time because his father is father time and play a younger Clifford. Hey, Ayumu, thank you and welcome. Yes, at the ripe old age of 31. Yes, Clifford during Bird Law arc, when he was in law school for, what did he say he did? 12 years? 12 years of law school? Man, that dude must have started young. Started law school at 18, was a witch hunter for 2 years, and then he was in New Witchington. Probably 2 years general law study from like 18 to 20, and then from 20 to 30 probably bird law, and then for 2 years as a witch hunter. It's true, he is a nepo baby. Crazy. I want to know more about Father Alexis. Okay, next time we play VCraft, I'll play Father Time. No, I'm just kidding. Bet. RP is Matsune Hiku? Okay, I'm on it. I don't remember if he ever said he graduated from law school or if he just studied it for 12 years. But one of those. I did watch the Homestuck pilot. Yeah, it was good. It had some pacing issues, but it was good. I liked it a lot. It's pretty cool. Pretty fucking cool. Pretty fucking awesome. Very excited for where it goes from here. I don't think the pacing issues are the studio's fault, to be fair. I think that Homestuck is a dense work, and you need to cram a lot in there as fast as possible. And since it was a pilot, you really needed to get the plot moving, so it makes a total sense that it was the way it was. Join hack ya! Wow! Hello! Thank you for the bird raid. We were just talking about studying bird law. Hello, Hakitos and Banzoin Haka. How was your stream? What'd you get up to today? My name is Crimzon Rulez. I'm Elysium's greatest sponsor. I'm the Midwest Fantasy VTuber and your least favorite idol. And today, I ordered pizza. I'm waiting for it to arrive. I really want it. How was your stream? Oh, no, I'm not human. I've heard about that. Is it any good? Did you love it? Damn. Okay, serve it. Whoa, girl. Girl. Wow. Thank you for the 50 gifted chips. Holy moly. Congratulations, Hakitos. And Newsaters, and anybody else who happens to get sniped. 7 days showing off the witch hunter skills. Holy chips indeed. 12 years in law school, 10 of which in bird law. True. Yes, that is canonical. That's canonical to Clifford Rolex's timeline. That's crazy, Alta. I love that. Sukiko, thank you for 22 months. Watching you while a cat is eeping in my lap and your voice made him eepier. Congrats. That's my super secret power. I put cats to sleep with my voice. My first month's been a hell of a lot of fun being here. First month? Welcome back. Thanks for hanging out. I'm sorry that you, about a week and a half of that. So like, I don't know, like 32.67% of that has been me being away, but you know, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I hope you're excited for more nerdy bullshit because it's going to keep happening. Noise. So how was No, I'm Not Human? Was it fun? Actually, Ruze is not cute. Ruze is cool and awesome and epic. Ding. Really good. 'Twas fun. Let's go. Not really a horror game so much as a thriller. Yeah, that's the type of game that would never, like, scare me. I mean, it's interesting from a world-building perspective, though. It seems very cool. Feyrusha, I think for 20 months, by the way. Welcome back, nerd. We missed you or whatever. Yeah, whatever. Ruze's eat. Pass it on. Let's go. Xia. Thank you for 2 months. Sup? Haven't tapped in for a while. And yeah, good seeing you back today. Let's go, baby. Are you guys excited about pizza? We could play that? I think so, yeah. You saw the game Shinry recommended to you? Yeah, he actually gifted it to me. I'm interested in it, but if it's a horror game, I can't play it. I'm not allowed to play horror games until I hit 100K. That's the rules. And then it's all horror games forever. My whole content, my whole platform's going to change. It's all horror forever. You're just going to have to deal with it. That's all I play. No, I'm just kidding. My pigeons want to sue one another or duel to the death. Will Clifford be the lawyer for one of them? They could pay in seeds and edible rocks. Clifford, as a lawyer to bird law, would probably tell them to just duel to the death. 20 paces, a flintlock for each of them. Clip it and ship it, baby. Oh, it's just cute? Oh, okay. I did see that clip, Sildra. It was funny as hell. Trekkie, thank you for 22 months of being a jackass, by the way. Damn! You picked the perfect day to come back from vacation because today is my mom's 66th birthday. Holy moly. She's sitting next to me on the couch watching you on the TV, not knowing I'm sending this message. So please, wish her a happy birthday. Trekkie's mother, congratulations on yet another day, yet another year, yet another passage around the sun, and a life well lived. For if you've lived a life where you've ended up here, you did something wrong. But if you lived a life where you're hanging out with Trekkie and you got such cool kids, you did something right. So it all leveled out, baby. Congratulations on an accomplished life and happy 66th birthday. May it be the best one yet. Go get yourself a cake. Go do something exciting. Woo! Happy birthday! Oh, that was so loud it echoed off my wall. But man, I gotta get more soundproofing. Fuck. Fudge. Tell her I'm holding her hand. Whoa, and Karu back up. Whoa, 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 whoa. Happy birthday to your dad, Rhoda. Wait, is everybody's parents' birthday today? Wait a minute. What? I should call my dad. Uh-oh. I'm not able to track my order anymore. Why? You didn't cancel my order, did you? Please, 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 please. Hold on, 1 second. I gotta check something. Well, it says they're still making it, so... All right, I'll leave it alone. I'll trust for now, but I ain't built for trust. I'm not going to lie to you guys. All right, so I think I've talked about VCraft as much as I am going to talk about VCraft, and I talked a lot about what I've done on my break and how much I've been playing Cottage Witch mod and how much I've been playing a little bit of Pokemon and how I wish I would have taken an entire day to play Songs of Six, so maybe that's what I'll do tomorrow. No, I'm just kidding. What am I going to do tomorrow? Guys, what am I going to do tomorrow? Am I going to stream? I have a collab tomorrow? Oh, no, I can't do that, unfortunately. Poems got fucked on that. No dice there, gamers. Me and Perm's team have been fighting for a hot minute for a couple things at this point. Sorry. That's not me on that collab. Actually, I had like 3 or 4 collabs fall through now. Oh, well. Apparently, me taking a week off means that fucking half the people I'm in contact with in the government are taking the week off too, or giving me the cold shoulder. I don't know. Oh, well, I guess that's what I get for taking a break. Now I'm back, so they better start answering me. No more perms for Ruze. Fuck! Please. Slide perms under the door? That's a good idea. Slips. Thank you, Ryan. Those are mine now. I'm about to start giving myself perms. Just gonna be like, actually, I say I'm allowed to do this because I said so. It's true. Oh, that's a good idea, Muse. I'll do that. No, I'm just kidding. That's a terrible idea. So what to do tomorrow? I don't know yet. I'm thinking. You know, Mandalord's got an update that I'm kind of curious about exploring. But also, I've got a couple people that want to play Map Imperium. That could be kind of cool, but I don't know if I want to jump right into a collab immediately. I could hop back into... I could beat Pikmin, maybe. I don't know. I'll think about it. I'm not going to make any promises, because whatever I say here, I'm going to be held to, so I'm just going to think about it on my own. We'll see. Oh, Hunt would be fun. I haven't played Hunt in a minute. I've actually been playing a little bit of Hunt off stream, believe it or not. Yup. Oh, what about this? How about this? What about we all sit here and listen to me going, quietly to myself while I play Hunt, and you guys just watch what's happening here. Like I just stay here. I don't show you the screen. You guys just get to watch me going, Yeah, there's 2 in that building. Oh, I can hear him crouch walking for sure. Yeah, he's trying to, yeah. You hear that? He just switched over to a melee weapon. Yeah. Actually, if you raise your gun 2 inches up and pull the trigger, you'll be able to wallbang him through the wall, and I can guarantee that he's crouching, so his head is slightly forward, so you should hit him right in the dome. Sounds good? Okay, let's do that, gamers. Steady now. Listen. Don't threaten us with a bizarre time. I might. La 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 bear, thank you for the 5 gifted chips. Well, maybe I could do a Hunt stream tomorrow. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. Or maybe I'll play Hunt by myself tonight and you just gotta deal with it. If we show up for Q and your eyeballs will show up for anything, what are you talking about? I gotta fuck with you guys more. I gotta do more just fucking with your streams. I love those. Those are so goofy, dude. Did that VOD not survive? What VOD? I'm not bringing back the chained in the basement and signing merch streams ever again if I can help it. Starting Hunt hedge fund again. Ah, the hedge fund. Okay, here, I'll break out my ASMR mic and just whisper in your ears while we're out in the bayou together. It'll be great. You guys are gonna love it. Please. Please, pizza, please. All right. You know what? Let's wrap it up. Let's do closing statements. So anyway, I'm hoping that there will be a couple collabs in the future if those don't fall through with the Perms team. I put in Perms for Dark Tide. Again, at this point, I'm about to start adding people. I'm kidding. I'm not supposed to do that, but I might. I'm hoping to do that. I've got a collab coming up with Uncle Herb soon, on the 28th. It's going to be VR chat, apparently Horror Worlds, which I'm not looking forward to, but I'll take it as an exception to the horror game rule because I'm not playing a horror game. I'm playing VR chat. And I'll just close my eyes and not look at the screen. If something goes bad, I will hide in a corner. I will hide behind my uncle. Yeah, we talked about Pokemon, we talked about Cottage Witch, we talked about VCraft, I talked a little bit about thumbnails and stuff like that, and what, typically I look for in thumbnails and stuff like that. But I mean, any beautiful art is totally fine, and also silly art and goofy art and fun things, just in general. And as always, be careful what you say. You don't want to hurt an artist's feelings by making it sound like art is inherently like scary or fucking with you or is bad because it has a certain theming to it. I think that, like, for the most part, just enjoy beautiful art. That's why I pick thumbnails, is usually because it's something I find whimsical and fun or goofy or gremlin-y or whatever. Don't make an artist feel bad for making cool art. And I know nobody's setting out to do that. Just be careful with how you word things. I talked about the media I watched, blah, blah, blah. I'm flipping through my notes at the same time. Yeah, I guess the last thing I wanted to talk about was I plan to do a hand cam hopefully soon. I don't know what it is yet. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I've got some ideas coming up. I've got some ideas for some event streams coming up. Yeah. And I'm hoping to get back to some games that I've been meaning to finish. Not every game is going to be finished, though, that I start. Just keep that in mind. As a variety streamer, there's going to be times where I pick up a game and I just can't finish it. And that's life. Will there be cats? Most of my hand cams have cats. So, yeah, probably. But Well, we'll see. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's a secret. It's cat adjacent. I'll say that. The idea I have, but I don't want to spoil it, so I'm not going to say what it is. Oh, VOD question. Sorry, yes. So the VOD question of the day is, how would you, using assets that already exist, change a game to be a different genre or try to invent a new genre? So examples of this are taking something like Warcraft 3, which is a top-down RTS, and turning it into a lane-based hero battler like a MOBA, right? So like how Dota came from Warcraft 3, or how the Create mod, which is essentially reinventing Satisfactory, came from Minecraft, or how VCraft, which is almost like an Oblivion level of spell creation system, maybe even more creative, came from Minecraft. Not VCraft, I'm sorry, the Ars Nova mod, right? How would you take a game and mod it to make it a different genre? What game would you pick and what would you make it? Cool? Cool. Elden Ring strategy game. I've seen people do Elden Ring pet battlers where they just do summons and try to beat the whole game with only summons. Anyway, I can't stop thinking about pizza. So I'm going to go wait for my pizza in peace. I, at this point, have become completely tapped for conversation because all I can think about is I sure hope this pizza didn't get canceled. Froya, thank you for 22 months. Thank you for the warm welcome back. Thank you for waiting for me. I'm back. Don't worry. Your Cocoa Melon is here once again. I'm glad this wasn't some big, like, I don't know, thing or whatever, and that it was a relatively chill break, a relatively chill comeback, and then we're going to have super normal time going forward, I'm sure. Look forward to more of my regular content, gaming content, and hopefully very soon I would like to do a Hollow Marches recap stream where I talk about what has happened in Hollow Marches thus far and what the story looks like. Kind of running up to this, but also sort of just refreshing you guys on the setting and some of the characters and stuff like that. I think that would be a lot of fun. Oh, one more note about Hollow Marches before I forget. Sorry. One more thing. Recently, I was playing a game called Age of Wonders 4, and I made all of the major factions in Hollow Marches in that game, and it was a really fun, cool exercise, and I think you guys would like seeing it. So, yep. Okay, that's it. Now I'm done talking about things I've been doing. I did that on my break, too. Just curious, how many Parises have you captured during your break? 0, sadly, but thank you for 18 months. Milkstop says, thanks for the stream, bug. Heck yeah, brother. Oh, can you show us? I don't know if I'm allowed to show you. But if you don't tell anyone, maybe. Maybe. I don't think Paris is in the new game. They hate me. Rhoda, thank you for 18 months, by the way. Aha! Okay, I'm gonna go wait in peace on my pizza. I might play more Minecraft while I wait. I might play around a hunt while I wait. I don't know. I haven't decided. But thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you for letting me take my break. Thank you for not being too ate up while I was gone. And if you were ate up while I was gone, ew, fan energy, pathetic, yucko. And if you missed me, ha ha! Hell yeah, Iwashi. Thank you for the soup. Ah, no, I didn't update my lit. Whatever, it's fine. I'll update it tomorrow. You know what? I'll update it tonight. Oh, and I'll send the new link to the thank you cards right after this. Thank you. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye forever. Bye. Bye forever. I'm going on another break. I'll see you in 40 months. Bye. Thanks for hanging out. Oh, I should find somebody to raid you into. Hold on. Wait. Oh, man, they changed this entire overlay. What is this? What the hell is this? What the hell am I saying? Oh, I hear knocking. Oh, no. You know what? Stay on the screen. I'll be back. You know what? Nope. Stream's over.